Yours, talk more into your, or see if you can get yours more on you. Perfect, right there.
Yeah.
All perfect there.
Stop being a bitch, Kev. Talking that shit.
Nah, he's good. He's in there.
It's a microphone, not a dick, dog.
Like I said,
I know Warren wanted to go in on it. I was like, keep it up here. He's like, no, go down.
You always got your face covered.
I do the nose
That's
test.
true, I do.
So if my nose brushes it, I'm
You
good.
got a big ass nose though.
True.
True.
Ain't nothing money can't fix.
All right, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Another episode of About the Night, episode 89, man. We got the crew with us, Rob, Warren, Tony, Winton. Let's go ahead and dive in. We got a special guest for us, just special, all right? I'm not sure if you guys remember episode 11 is it 11? 9.
It was 9?
9? Was it 9?
Was it
11?
9?
One of the two. Go
we
back.
got too many.
Go back.
It was early stages.
Fuck it. Watch both of them. Fuck it, all right? We
The
got
episode where we turned the city upside down.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Just got out of prison after that one.
Right.
The one that caused so much controversy early on.
Right.
That one.
Right. Man, we got the guys from NoFilterNick on the show, man. Kev and Nick Cordano, man. Thank you guys so very much for coming on, man. I really
you for having
appreciate
us.
that.
Where
Absolutely.
it all began.
You
Yes.
sparked his interest.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. So let's talk about NoFilterNick, man. You've been rocking away. What was it, episode 26, 25, 26?
25?
25? Yes.
So they say like, getting past 7 episodes, like that's where everyone dies. So if you get past
Yeah.
7 episodes, you're 90% beating the game.
Okay.
Then after that, I've talked to a lot of bigwigs, and they say 100 episodes is where you kind of, that's where you might start to see the needle tilt.
Might gain some girth.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, and not surgically too, like just naturally.
Organically, right?
You might be born Italian like I was. Girthy as fuck. Anyway, so so that's we're there. We're going. I contribute a lot of like my podcast once is from your episode. That was the first time I was ever on a podcast.
All right.
And we did spark some controversy.
Did a little bit.
Yeah, and the crazy part is like looking back at it, everything's been fixed over, and I'm hanging out with a bunch of people. But looking back at it, it was so much fun.
It was, right? It was a ride. A roller coaster.
Did you guys feel the effect?
Oh, we did, bro.
Yeah.
The phones
Bro.
were ringing off the hook.
Bro, I had like an hour-long conversation with the owner of our company because obviously we worked at that establishment, and it was just like, they were like, bro, look, you can't have it anymore. You got to shut it down. You guys are talking to, to people, and now my business is being impacted by it. And I'm like, bro, like, they basically wanted it about
Free
the night to
speech.
shut down. Episode 9. They didn't want the rest.
crazy.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that bad though. If you
It
look
wasn't.
At it, we
It
talked.
wasn't.
We talked about the issues before the podcast, and I tried to tastefully put it. Like my chick. I said something about her house being dirty or something. There's something like that she took really hard to
I don't
heart.
remember that.
Yeah, well, I do because she let me fucking know about before I came on today. But no, so there was that, and then so the clubs, we just everything got washed over. Time heals all.
That is true.
Unless you're limbless, then it doesn't.
Or have AIDS.
Or you have AIDS, then time.
Damn.
That's fabulous.
Then time kills
Magic's
all.
still alive. He's still alive.
Unless Magic Johnson. I just heard a badass joke. They said Magic, man, he beat Kobe. It's fucked up, bro.
Oh man.
Wow.
Fucked up. That left me so hurt. As a Laker fan too. I was like, man,
Wow.
That
Laker on
hurts.
Laker pain. I was
That
so mad
hurts.
about that. I was like, bro, you ain't shit for
Hey,
that.
this shit ain't making it to fucking YouTube after that.
That was a magic trick right there. That's
Oh man.
So talk to me about NoFilterNick, man. We're missing a key member to your show. Who else is on
Sean.
your guys' show?
Sean Ruiz.
Sean was actually the one that pushed us. Like he was on my ass. He's like, you got this influence and you got this. Your life's ridiculous. Like you should do this. And so Kevin and I have salt and pepper. We've created a good environment, and like everybody
People
knows that
hang out with us.
we're the homies. And so
Right.
it's also good too because I can say black people jokes and not get
Token
canceled.
black guy.
I say no. It's just me and him. We really have the smallest friend group. It's this dude, my boy Corsini, and me. Tony is like Sicily, right? Like
Sicilian.
Sicilian.
Paprika.
There we go.
Sicilian, like that guy is the most Italian person I've ever met. And then I have white guy over here, and then I am the black dude, but there's 3 of us, so I feel very comfortable with that shit.
Hey,
And then Sean.
hey,
So Sean.
nothing wrong with that, by the way.
So
Hey,
Sean
okay
like
with it.
pushed the idea for us, and so we knew that Kev and I could create a podcast with each other, and so then Sean brought it in, and Sean kind of became the executive producer, does our content stuff, and then
Comes up with the questions, the
yeah.
things that we talk about every week.
and he's he like even today he's always like in the DMs, and he's like, bro, your chick should start doing the food like critic stuff. I was like, my chick's cute, and she's got she's pregnant right now. It's just she's pregnant.
Congrats,
Cute.
by the way,
Thank you.
man. Everybody, come on, man. Full circle, man, from where we started.
Got around.
Bro, Kiana, congrats. Congrats.
Hey.
Was I not supposed to say her name? My bad.
No, she's fine. Yeah.
Congrats.
If you don't, I'll get stabbed.
Okay. All right.
So
Make sure
let me
everyone
say
knows.
this. I said, what are you looking for? Boy or girl?
So-
and don't give us the cliche. I
already
want it
know.
healthy either.
No, so we know. So I've known for like you can tell at 10 weeks now,
Okay.
That-
bro.
Wait, no
Science
gender
is crazy.
reveal?
Oh, so you know.
So
Yeah,
I
he
wanted to
knows
do a
already.
gender reveal, but then like my podcast guy accidentally put a pink thing on one of our shorts last week,
Yeah, gave it away.
and it gave it away, which I wanted a
Yes.
girl.
Yes, good.
I got a 12-year-old son. He knows kung fu, so that's awesome.
He's hella goofy.
Yeah, and then I just wanted a little girl, and hopefully she looks. I was looking at the ultrasound shit, and the kid's face looks.
You saw the 3D one, right?
Yeah. Oh. There's companies out there that just actually you pay $100 and they go and they just do the ultrasound for you. So it's cool, but they do blood work now. Like they could tell if your kid's gonna be special ed like me, or
Yeah.
like they know ahead of time.
Percentiles, 90th
They
percentile.
can't tell if your kid's black or not though.
Yeah, you can.
So
Yeah, you check the dad. You check the father or the mother.
I don't.
Oh, you'll
pretty
find
s-
out soon.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, you're right.
That's not the umbilical cord.
no, you won't find out soon.
That's
Hear,
crazy.
hear me out.
That
My
is
kid came
crazy,
out
bro.
white, pale, you know what I mean?
pale
And
as
so
hell.
for like the first couple of months, I was like, yo,
I got
you know,
mixed
the
up.
That's
shocking
at
with
the
you,
hospital.
bro, that's what I'm saying,
Shocking.
I got
But-
mixed up at the hospital. I was so pale that they got me mixed up with a Mexican cat.
Oh, I believe that.
And my mom had to be like, no, that's my black baby.
Mm.
I was about to be
He was actually- he was-
full-grown black dude in a Mexican household. Like,
Hey,
anyway,
hey.
anyway.
He was actually a twin, separated at birth from John Jones.
Oh, that's wild. Bro, I get that shit every
That is
You
true.
got it today,
That is
huh?
true.
Yeah, I got it like,
We went to a business
No.
thing today.
I was sitting down, minding my own business, like, hey, man, I almost called you John Jones. I was like, that's crazy.
I'm not bullshitting. What video was it where they had Izzy, like basically meeting John Jones?
Yeah.
I swear to God, I was like, you got to meet Izzy? I swear I thought it was
I
you,
got to.
bro.
He
Bruh.
gets it a lot.
Yeah.
They, like Patrick
That's crazy.
Fretwell will post pictures, and that motherfucker has like a huge following, right? So it's just like a repost of my face next to John Jones, and it says, "I'll be right there when you win." And I'm just like, I don't know why y'all niggas think I look like that.
Every birthday post, I always post John Jones. Happy birthday, Kevin.
I
Happy
got
birthday.
followed in the grocery store in Natomas when John Jones was fighting that night. It was like, "Are you John Jones?" I was like, "That nigga's on the stage right now. It's not."
How was it me?
Nah,
Do you ever
me.
fuck around? Like, do you ever like say, "Oh, hey man, leave me alone," and just start running or something? Like,
Reading. I took him to Reading for the first time.
Oh yeah, they believe.
And we
they
were
really
joking.
thought it.
So we pull up. I'm in a 2020 lifted Duramax, like, so nothing you would
Oh,
think
that
I would.
Raptor thing, right?
Yeah, and so we pull up,
That's what's up.
It was
parallel
fire.
park, and we're joking about there's no black people in
In
Reading.
Reading at all.
Yeah, nah.
I know.
At
We hadn't
all.
seen any at all.
At all, my nigga. I was
Absent.
there. I
No,
was
it's
there.
absent.
So
It's
we're
absent.
we're
Black
walking to the liquor store from the bar to get Gatorades for the bartender, and
I asked that question.
And
Was there black people
no
here?
joke, bro, black crackhead walks right out the fucking bushes, and we just looked at each other and started laughing.
And then dead as we go into the liquor store, and I'm looking around like, let me get a Snapple or some shit. And I look around, and there's just Confederate flags above me. I was just like, hey, I'm gonna wait outside. Give me a Snapple.
But that whole trip, I told everyone he
I'm not
was
going in
John Jones the whole trip,
Oh, and they believe that shit.
I believe it.
100%.
yeah.
I just didn't even talk. Just like stood there.
I bet you probably feel the same if you went to like China or something, you
Yeah,
know.
that's right. Like everybody, any black person that goes to like Thailand is famous.
I'm Kobe.
Yeah, exactly. He's dead, so that's crazy.
It was rush hour.
The
Rush
resurrection.
hour.
No, Jesus.
Yeah.
Paul Walker and shit.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh God.
So, Kev, currently, what are you doing right now? I know you're you got this crazy event. I've been seeing you posting each and every Monday. What is it? My House Mondays.
My House Mondays.
Where is it? Let's talk about that a little bit. What's going on there?
That is something that like we took from actually old school dive bar that used to be a party that I can't say, but the creator of that was the bartender who is currently the owner of Darling Avery and Flamingo House. So he created that. He left dive bar, and then he had like a vacant day that needed to be filled, and it was kind of hemorrhaging money by not making profit. So I was like, let's bring it back. So we're doing a theme party every Monday from now to end of year, and it's just costumes, decorations, games. Like last night we did
Yeah, what was last night?
last night was Fast and the Furious, and I had the sleeves cut off,
How ironic.
and I was
Dominic Toretto.
and I was Roman Pierce. I was just- Ejectocito, all night I was just saying that shit. And so we did a bunch of games with like race cars. We had tracks set up throughout the end.
Look at that.
Fumbling.
Fumbling.
Hey, we gotta take his cup away.
Oh, we talking about Fast and Furious. Just Paul Walker that phone, bro.
I did, huh? You seen that? Just
Crash
man.
right
Bro,
into the
we was just
concrete.
taking all the shots at the dead people.
Oh God, all day. Well,
So Tony, instead of being at Motown Monday, you gonna be at My House Monday, right?
I mean, there's cheaper drinks for you.
What time
too.
to what time?
It starts at 9.
Till.
It only can go till 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I feel like our city could be split in two. You can have a downtown Monday night spot and a downtown or a midtown Monday night spot. Because Motown, when I go there, I know everybody. When I go there, if I don't see Dancing Kenny, I don't really know anybody there.
right.
I'm like, who are all these motherfuckers?
I think that does work though. Like Midtown and downtown would work out so much better if people would realize like this is gonna get saturated, and me coming here every Monday. Now I have a secondary venue that I can go to and do something completely different, and I can just like have different friends that I go with. We go do different activities, or same night hit 1-2 spots and you'll be good. But people are just fully like losing. Like it's not fun for me to go to
Motown's
Lowbrow
packed.
anymore.
It's too packed, and then somebody's not wearing deodorant all the
I
time.
was just gonna say, like,
Oh my God.
It's like
I
festival
thought about a little
shit.
side business, and it's like, hey, you want some Old Spice?
Hey.
That's what that dude in the bathroom's
You're like,
for.
hey, they put their hands up. You're like,
Yeah. Keep that deodorant next to the mints, brother.
Keep that thing on me, right?
Man.
Actually, is that unsanitary to wipe someone else's pits and someone else's pits?
I don't
As
know.
long as it's
As long as you don't really touch
is it dry? As long as
Yeah,
it's
as long
dry.
you don't touch 'em.
Not
Man,
gel.
ain't nobody's pits are dry, bro.
No, I mean like the dry kind, like the dry.
Oh, I don't do
deodorant.
that. Mm-mm.
Oh, really?
They need antiperspirant,
Yeah, I
not
like
deodorant.
I'm an Old Spice sport guy. I don't do that white shit.
I like the white shit.
Really?
I like the white
shit,
sheet.
too.
You
It
know,
warms
It
my-
absorbs. It absorbs the sweat.
Yeah.
you know
But
what
then
I mean?
again, I don't like white girls, so maybe it's just in my DNA.
Hold on, wait, time out.
Like I don't like this
Back
white
it up.
table. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah, that's a lie.
What?
I know, right? I'm like,
He be saying that
I
shit.
hate your teeth because they white.
Opposite.
At least they got teeth.
But yeah, honestly, yeah, he always would say that. Like, I don't like white girls. And then
What? I mean, there was a stage in my life where I was at all time low.
it's like,
As long as she got cakes, right, Nick?
That's exactly what it is,
As long
Warren.
as she got
Gee, see?
cakes, it's good.
That was it. It was, I got back on track. I only, goddess or nothing. So that's what I got.
Goddess for that.
well, you
Yeah.
literally can't say anything about another woman.
Oh, I can't say. I can say that bitch ugly, huh, babe?
Yeah, all the negative.
wildin', man,
Oh,
wildin', man. I think that drink that you got in your hand, man, is kind of
Warming
helping
me
me.
up.
Wow, what is this right here? What is
So
this?
we,
Some good ass
You
shit.
heard
bro.
about this right here? What is this?
Wait,
So one of the things, two things I always want in my life. I always want to own a part of a sports team, and I always want to own a liquor company. And so I was at a party, and I'm a reposado drinker, okay? And they had Repo there, and I was drinking. I was like, what is this shit? Who's is this? This is delicious. And so I ended up finding out it was actually like not even out to the public yet. It was a buddy of mine. He found a guy who he basically got involved in this company. And so after talking, I said, dude, let's make the exclusive tequila at our spot, our rooftop brunch place. And let us be exclusive, and I want to figure out how to get you guys in. I want some small ownership of the tequila. And so we worked out a deal, and I got a little bit of equity position in it. And they came in and put some money in the restaurant. And so we're going to really crush it as far as like making that the staple for that tequila. And we've been working super hard at putting it every place. So now we just got approved by the state. and it's ramping
Approved
up.
by the state to do what? What's the
Distribution.
name? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Distribution.
Yep.
The
So
name of the
it's-
tequila's distribution.
No, it's
no.
Dios Azul. So it stands for Blue God. So it's like, I love the name of it, but it comes from blue agave plants. So it's in the highlands in Jalisco, and they have a certain process they do it. But we got really high rankings on the tequila, which is great, and our price point's
100,
great.
right?
Yeah, there's like 152 spots out there, so we were ranked out of 152, and they did a good job. So we're gonna push it. We're really like in the beginning stages of it, but we just got picked up. We're inking some paper with a big distributor that did like $100 million in California last year, so we'll be everywhere. So we're pretty excited about it. So for us, shit's like, now it's just a homie drink for me.
So let me see that bottle right there.
Yeah.
Dios Azul.
So now
so-
that's the exclusive drink for About the Night.
So what's crazy is I'm trying to get them to like start
definitely
kicking
make
down
that
and
happen.
sponsoring on stuff. And so we, there's
This is really good. No
it's
bullshit.
some
This
good
is
shit.
actually really good. There's not many tequilas I can just drink like this.
Did you try the Repo
Sipping
yet?
like whiskey. I'm a whiskey drinker, so
So,
but
you gotta
No,
try
I
for
the
something
Añejo.
like this,
Camera. That's
I could just sip on this. This is really good.
So we've got three. There's Plata, there's Repo, and there's Añejo. And so,
Añejo.
yep. Retails are like, it's expensive, but we're attacking the Casamigos market. Casamigos ramped up. Casamigos was cheap, and then ramped up in price. I remember Clase Azul used to be fucking
It's the name.
$70 for a
Right.
bottle, and now it's like $179. It's ridiculous.
Everything is the name game.
So for us, I want to make it the Tequila Sacramento. We're working really hard to get on the clubs, but I think with our marketing and our pull, and it just tastes good. Patron is disgusting, and it's become a huge thing. Did you guys see that meme about the owner talking about how he sold it for $5 billion, and the first thing he did was cut a check for $1 billion in taxes?
Dang. Yeah, man. God.
Ridiculous, bro. If you literally get taxed that much, it's just, I'm going to end it.
Why didn't he buy a jet?
I don't know what the deal was with that, but
I mean, God.
$4 billion,
He
bro.
should've
I
just
mean, that's
he
still
should've
nice.
just donated $1 billion.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You might as well.
A lot of
Tax
people
write-off.
get off
No,
like
'cause
that.
then
You would have
still
been a
have-
philanthropist, bro.
No,
You'd
because then
been-
you still have $4 billion in income, so you still have to pay tax on $4 billion.
about to
So you
get-
lost $1 million. Now you're gonna lose another
I'm
800 million
I'm
tax.
gonna get 4 million people and say, this is the money I'm gonna put in each
Bro,
one's account.
One of
You
the
can't
best
touch it.
general managers in any
touch
restaurant, hospitality world. One of the worst mathematicians, accountants.
Can I
Okay.
see that bottle? Is there anything left? in
Leave the math to the
There
Asians.
is.
it? Yeah.
Savon.
Can you pass that to me, brother? Do
So-
this.
It's gonna be our exclusive tequila at our rooftop brunch place. We're gonna
Let's talk about that.
we're
I
gonna
heard you.
crush tequila there. Like we have a special center bar for that. We're having special drinks made for that. I do want to drop a teaser. I got a guy right now working on a drink called Plan B, and you drop a pill in it,
Nah.
and it
Let me
fizzes,
tell you. Nah, man.
and it fizzes up because we got hella flack from all the Karens for being called Morning After. So we might call it Plan C or something stupid like that, but I just we dabble in being on the.
You
edge
really
of
got
this
shit for that?
That's cool.
Yeah, we had
Morning afters?
We had 75 messages on Facebook.
That's crazy.
The initial day of launching the name of our restaurant.
So let's talk about that. I heard you guys on your most recent episode. You guys mentioned that you guys are getting ready to open up a restaurant January 15th. I don't want to. Should
the
I put
January
that?
month.
Yeah,
Okay.
January,
I know.
mid-January.
I watch. I'm an avid fan. I'm
Dude,
sorry.
your restaurant, your choice. What the fuck?
So in this restaurant, talk about a little bit. I know you showed me one day. It's like a rooftop right across from Delco. You guys are basically the first joint you walk at when you cross the street and you want to, you're out of the Kings game and you want to fuddle in somewhere. And
We're gonna have something shiny. You know what I mean?
Yeah?
That, like is untouched, right? So every time you hear something new in Sacramento, that's what you flock to, and that's what the masses flock to. So we're gonna have that, but then also it's about like just comfortability. If you leave the game, the concert, convention in the Kimpton Sawyer or at the Golden One Center, directly across the street, you're not walking blocks, you're not fucking going through the homeless camp on fucking K Street. Everything's right there.
Right.
So you're gonna want to go there. And
Prime location. Man.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, you see, when you walk out the arena, you actually look, and you can see right into our rooftop.
Yeah. If you're
Like-
standing on the edge, you can make eye contact with someone up there.
So
They're
we
gonna be
did.
They're gonna be like, "What the fuck is that?"
So the shiny thing we're putting up there is Kevin lost in gold. He said a shiny untouched thing.
I'm
That's
gonna
Kevin,
buff
bro.
this shit. Buff this shit.
Buff it up.
See it from the moon.
But
baby.
we purposely did like the shiny ass window tint. We got jasmine blossoms with blossom trees that have LEDs in them. So you'll walk out and you're gonna see like, what the fuck's going on up there? And so we're pretty excited about it. And the entrance is on 7th Street, but we want to just, dude, I've come to the conclusion that I just want to be a Sacramentan and just be someone who moves the needle and like makes downtown good again.
I know he made that sound good.
He did.
A Sacramentan?
Yes. I thought you said my name.
Is that an okay thing?
Sacramentan?
So yeah, they do. So I was at Mulvaney's.
Winton gonna steal that from you.
I was
am.
at. No, it's already been stolen.
He gonna steal it.
He trademarked that shit already.
Fuck.
We can't. I'll back the truck out back. We'll steal it though. So Sacramentan, I was at Mulvaney's, and that's an award I guess they give away. They give away Sacramentan. Patrick Mulvaney got Mr. Sacramentan in like 2019 or 2021 or something.
Yeah, for having that restaurant there for so long.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, okay, that's a real thing. So, but that's So that's the tequila, the restaurant. We got other projects coming out.
Unannounced.
Unannounced. We've invested a lot, millions into that little area. So, and it's great. It's like Kevin. In my opinion, Kevin's one of the best managers in Sacramento.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you've watched him accelerate at Echo and Rig, being in a suit and working with that caliber of people, and then you watch him accelerate and triple the numbers of Darling Avery when he's in a party scene. So it's like, you could put him anywhere where you want to go, and we want to make sure he's one of the highest paid managers, obviously. Same thing with Chef Zuri, and we want to create all this shit that's not in Sacramento yet, and that's what our game plan is. And I'm tired of spending my fucking money at other people's clubs.
Hey, man, you do that the best. I can say that for sure.
That's literally the only reason he's doing that shit.
Hey, shoot.
But you know what the thing is? You take the things, like the way that we became friends, the way that the things we talked about in our first podcast, the etiquette of going to a club, being at a club, working at a club, partying at a club. And then there's etiquette of owning a club. And so there's things that I wished I would have got from partying that I want to make sure that we give to our special people. And so we have VIP entrances, we have backdoor entrances, we have all kinds of stuff. Like we have booths just set up just for like the VIP and the Kings guys. The Kings already told me it's going to be their after party spot. So it's like we want to create and do that, and people are going to want to get in there. And like I feel like Sacramento.
I fucking hate hearing that.
I know, because all I think about
I'm about to be having to make sure we deep clean everything late night. You're sick.
Bro, whoa. They're not impregnating people up there.
I don't believe that for 1 second.
I mean,
I don't believe that for 1 second.
So you're going to have a red velvet night?
Definitely.
I mean, you started a trend last year. I'm not sure if people know about that, but the Kings
started selling red wigs after Nick wore a wig.
There's about 10 to 15 dudes wearing red wigs. And then when I went to playoffs, bro, I literally took 50 plus pictures. Every little redhead came up to me, like I was their idol. I'm like, bro, I don't play basketball, dog. I just wear a wig.
Kevin Herter's out there making points.
Yo, so Herter, but
so you're gonna be the new guy, because I'm not sure if you guys know about it at Arco. There was the sign lady. Was it the sign lady? She always had like some type of cool sign. Older lady, but she was like the number one person for Arco Arena season tickets. She was. The red hair, red velvet is thriving right now.
What was the costume that you did? The inflatable flag man or something?
I wore
like
a Forcell. You know the flags that are like.
Yeah.
I did that to
went
one game.
crazy.
Bro, I was on the Jumbotron 6 times.
That shit went crazy.
I was doing the whole shit. But it's like, I have season tickets. They're second row. And we got them for marketing, but people don't understand. Like, I've been like strategizing for what we're doing for like 2 years. So last year I knew the Kings were going to be good, and wearing a wig is hot and boring. I'm like to be cool. It's outside my comfort level, but I would wear a wig and bring a hot chick every game. And it gained, and I was nice to everyone. Did all the skills that we teach how to be at a club, and did that at the spots where we became friends with all security.
Right.
And so when it came premium time to buy tickets, I was buying tickets at Ticketmaster and stuff. You get ranked on how much you do by buying tickets through the Kings. So I got there for premium tickets, and they had already sold out all the premium tickets, and I fucking lost my shit, bro.
Right.
I lost my shit, pissed off. And two brothers, Russian brothers, love them. They're my neighbors in my seats. They gave up 2 of their seats, and they're like, we want to give our seats to the red wig guys so we can party with them.
That's what's up.
And so I ended up getting grandfathered in and got my seats because of those guys.
That's what's up, man.
Shout out to the brothers.
That is what's up. Yeah.
So it worked out. So it's like the red wig, my girl was tripping about me wearing it the other game, and I said, babe, I know you hate this, but this is what's created what we're doing. And by when we got there, she's like, I get it now. Everybody in the mother's saying hi. Only a few people recognize me as me there. But with the red wig, everybody comes and says hi. You know what I mean?
One red wig down sitting floor seat.
Yeah, it's like when Kevin wasn't ready, there's only one black guy, so everybody's like, hey.
Bro, it was crazy that I had a wig on when we went.
I remember that. I think I
we
ran
both
into you
had
guys
red
here.
wigs on and
Yeah.
shit. And I was fucking high as hell, so there's a picture of both of us. I'm just like,
You had the straight red hair though, right? It was straight red hair.
I got like 6 different red wigs.
I was slumped. I was just dead ass like the whole time. He's like, bro, are you okay? I was just like, no, I'm fine.
Worst part. Worst Kevin game experience. His homie works for the Kings, so he gets picked to be in one of the little events
I forgot about
where you
that.
pick the ducks out of the pool.
I
Okay.
saw that.
Yeah, that shit
Kevin
was
goes so fucked up. He just
was so
spins in
high.
circles. Okay, gets booed by the crowd, booed out to where his boy probably lost all of his ability to pick people for the events now. That's how bad Kevin was.
Before I left, I was like, everyone's booing me. I like gave him one of these,
Bro.
and then I stole the ducks.
I was like,
You're a
Dylan.
legend.
I was like, Dylan, Dana, sit down over there, okay?
Yeah, bro, I was,
Got your ass in. So
was-
take your wig off.
we drank for fucking like 4 hours before we went to the game, and then before we walked in from like that Doko sign to the door, I just chiefed one real quick. And I was like, yeah, let's go. I think this is a good idea.
Right.
There's Kevin and there's Kevin when he's Chinese. Bro.
Yeah.
It's like-
Yeah,
can't see.
sometimes I smoke too much. It's a real thing.
Never a question. Never.
It was great though, but no, we've. Let's go, I want to talk about you guys for a second. Let's flip the switch. Welcome to No Filter Nick. My name's
That plug is crazy. He be
man.
dropping.
Right.
Plug is
Right.
crazy, right?
so. Let's
He's
look
good with
like.
that shit.
Let's talk about you guys because a lot of people don't interview you guys. And that's the thing. It's very important. Have you guys ever done episodes where you actually talk about who you are or like what? Does your audience even know really what you guys do other than
Yeah,
nightlife
like
stuff?
who you are.
Not since like episode 1. Yeah.
You know, it's weird. Sometimes I hear myself repeat myself on like some of the things that we say, but like sometimes it's nice. Like we had an episode where we just talked about each other, you know, so that people knew who we were.
Yeah.
And Sean's on our, you know, Sean's quiet, and so people still don't know who Sean is. You know, we're working on it. We're getting there. But he's like, he's come out of his shelter more and like talking. So for you guys, 89 episodes, the time and like who does your editing? Because it costs me about $1,000 per episode. Have your sound, lighting, editing, all that stuff. Uploads to YouTube, social media. Who does all that shit? And
I'll give credit.
And who started this shit?
Oh wow. I'll give credit to Rob.
Jebediah.
Rob. I will say Rob does. Yeah, absolutely.
Look at him.
Nah.
Put your hands down.
Nah.
Put your hands down. Everybody get out.
I gave him his kudos. Rob took over on editing, and he ran with it. You know what I mean? A lot of them are me negative in a negative light, but I still laugh at them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
feel that shit.
he did the editing. I will say Tony, he had himself a podcast already, so he had more of the equipment. We call him the equipment guy because he was already doing his podcast, and then
Oh, that's who you are.
Yeah.
he's the equipment guy. That's my guy. You know
I
what I
figured
mean?
that when you were doing all the AV shit over here. I was like,
You were doing that on the episode that we were on.
Yeah.
You were doing all the shit.
yeah.
So
So you get credit for that.
Yeah.
I will tell you, from the first episode we did, I could tell like you are very good at control. You're the host of controlling situations and adjusting it. We had a hot topic question earlier, and he like just straight talked about something. He's good at like adjusting and
yeah.
controlling the situation. I noticed earlier. You're very good at articulating your words on stuff too. When our first episode, I was like, this motherfucker's smart as fuck, bro. What the fuck?
it needs to be done expeditiously.
Yeah.
fucking T.I. in the building.
I just look at him like, yeah, okay with it. But so it's like you look at it, it's like, you know, then Warren and I were getting fucking hammered that night. And then you look, I know you were doing all the shit behind the scenes of like plugging stuff in.
He's the choreographer usually. I got my brother out here today, Stefan, Mr. AKA Black Fonzie, doing the videographer today. But he's like whatever you see a scene switch, you know, that's Warren's on the 1 and 2 normally. So
And he brings the chicken.
yeah, hey man,
We have a tradition.
We
We keep it nigga on the show.
for
What's
real.
the tradition? What's the tradition?
love
You say he brings a tree?
Popeyes.
Popeyes. Normally we have Popeyes.
I wanted
Each and
watermelon, but they won't.
I had Popeyes earlier today.
Yeah,
'cause I was
no.
in Florida.
I will fucking Postmate
That
his
makes
Popeyes
everything
right
so
now.
calm.
But I'm gonna Postmate a salad too.
I get one chicken, like a chicken breast. I'm ready to go.
I just tried
Really?
the ghost pepper wings and the sweet and spicy.
Got flavor to it.
It did. I don't really fuck with the sweet and spicy, but the ghost pepper were hidden. My shit was on fire. I had to go let that fire out later.
You
That toilet was
mentioned
blowed up.
you mentioned that I was like the host, and I wouldn't say I'm the host. I would say it's more so of like a co-host thing.
100%. But like Kev and Sean are both co-hosts of mine.
I'm for sure not the host.
But when it comes to certain things, like we all have our roles. Of
Yeah,
what we play.
absolutely.
Does that make sense?
It
Right.
does, yeah.
No, 100%.
So
I'm the
it's like-
accusation guy. I get the, I bring the people in.
And
I
so
talk,
when I'm,
network.
when I see, we had a bunch of people on Kevin Herter's episode when we had him, we had like a few people watching and stuff, and everyone was like, "Oh, this podcast is really good." And it depends on how you control, if there's a lull of something going on or talking, or someone's rambling, which happens a lot when people are on the podcast.
It's a great time.
Yeah, and so it's like adjusting that. We had a bottle girl, and I love her. She's great, but she came on and she just won a big award, and she's so bubbly and great, but she was such a train wreck on the podcast because she was like starstruck on it.
I'm just gonna say it. She sucked.
She
Keep it 100,
Be
man.
honest.
yeah. So and we actually did not post that pod. We actually did not post that
wow.
podcast
Yeah, it was a
because we did about
posting.
6 pilots before we did it, so we could find our tune on it. And so it was one of those things where I always tell people, like, one of my friends he's like, "Oh, bring these dancers. They're really good. They had the best answers on these interviews." And I'm like, then I meet them and I'm like, "Nah, this person is not. First of all, they're high as fuck. I'm like, they're not going to be able." So you have to have someone that controls, like, and I think your guys' dynamic's pretty dope. Same thing with ours. Our dynamic is set that way.
Right.
It's like you got the besties that talk. We bust our jokes off each other, and Sean puts in just like a little bit of info, and that's great. You know what I mean? We need that because me and him ain't gonna fucking make a schedule.
Right.
After the show, though, let us know who those dancers was, because we was between the
This
4 of
guy.
us. We want to get a female on.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what
yeah.
I mean? And
Very true.
I got
we
a
was
story for
we
you
was
on
thinking
that.
about going that route.
Yeah.
So I mean, we ain't trying to fall into the same thing that you do. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So let us know after
Yeah.
the show.
So here's a great thing. So we just did this last week. We're like, we need a fucking chick, and we just talked about this on our podcast. And we did this thing, had a bunch of girls respond, and I was like, we need to be influence network. And if you're cute, that's cool too.
Have a large following.
Yeah, like, can you have a mouthpiece? And so we like looked at a few
Just specify mouthpiece.
mouthpiece.
Like, that could go
Like,
another way.
Yeah. So
Sloppy talk.
well, mouthpiece as far as conversating.
The
Both-
gift of gab.
Both will do.
Conversating. So, but in that case, I'd rather have a mouthpiece than conversating. Anyway, so
All of us.
we get one. We get one. This is Sacramento. We get one. Messenger that morning, send our itinerary. We're professional. Send our itinerary. Have the whole thing set up for this. And I get a phone call, and it's like some dude she was dating, trying to tell me he's gonna fuck me up and shit. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I'm in bed with my chick on speaker. I'm like,
He's got his pregnant baby mama next to him. Like, bitch, I'm not doing nothing.
God, it's just, what a mess. So it's like, there's that issue in Sacramento. But I will tell you, if you guys throw it out there and say, hey, we want, and I got a lot of referrals from girls, for people, guys, girls, sending people, and it was great. And then you just kind of fine tune it. But it is nice to have, like, for us, we're like lions, and there's a prey in there. And so it's like all of us are on our best, trying to impress and like entertain that type of stuff.
Right.
And it's good to have someone has something pretty to look at. But
We
like,
had Nancy on, remember? So like we did
a lesbian
we did a
episode,
lesbian episode.
That's what's up.
a Pride Week.
That's
episode.
interesting.
Oh, I remember that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nancy. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
what
we
you're talking about.
We
yeah.
did that one, and that worked out because like we got to ask, like we pretty much grilled her. We just hit her with a bunch of questions that like.
You asked her if she ever
Nick-
grabbed her crotch or something. Like, yeah, what?
I've seen her grab her crotch.
You seen it? Yeah, it's normal.
Penis envy.
It's normal. Okay.
I've seen her hit the
Dude,
bow.
Okay.
I've
She
seen
did
her
that.
hit the bow wow.
I watched her hit that, and I was like, Nancy Jackson. Woo-hoo. But
Call it the bow wow.
But no, we learned a lot from that one, and it was a good episode. We got a lot of positive. In fact, I got a lot of like response from like a lot of the rainbow flag community, just being like, "Yo, we
The
thought
eligibility community.
we thought you were gonna fucking like give us hella shit," and I'm like, I don't fucking hate on nobody.
Right.
And so it was great, and I learned a lot. Like Nancy said, she struggles when she goes to the bathroom because it's like I never thought about this. A girl that like dresses the way she does goes to a bathroom and people think she's a boy, and I'm like, damn, like little things like that. It was really good. So it was enlightening to do that, but. All for having a chick. Just don't go after like she's a piece of meat, but find one that's got some skill sets.
Yeah, I can talk.
I was gonna say we've learned that it's hard to get pretty women, especially women in like the bottle service industry, to come on unless they actually know you. You know what I mean? If they know you, they feel a little bit more comfortable, and they're able to come on. We had one, Rihanna. The Social Boys is one of them, and I'm sorry because I seen her recently.
Brandy was on earlier.
Brandy was too, but you know Brandy.
But
right?
we know her,
But is that all you're trying to go after? Is the bottle service?
No, it's a different perspective. We're 4 guys. We're going to talk about the guy things. You know, what about the women's side of things? We'd like to hear that.
I think you just
You walk in a room, 5 dudes and 1 white girl.
That's, you know what's about to happen. It's a casting couch.
Yeah.
Razor.com.
But I think you brought up a good point, though. It's hard to balance that because a lot of times you don't want to deal with a situation who's non-responsive. You talked about someone that may be rambling on too much or someone that doesn't speak at all. I'd rather deal with the rambler.
Right.
Because at least it's information.
But also you are always going to control the conversation.
At least, we try to corral it as best we can.
You put the blinders on the host. The horse. You put the blinders on.
Horse.
We try to be the jockey.
Yeah. So, but that's so you watch someone go off. We had this one chick, and she was like on Xannies or something. And so when someone's on Xannies, they at the end. They're like, oh, this is a nice hum. You can tell when someone's
over here humming.
Yes, they hum. Like pill poppers, they hum like that. And so it's like, I was just looking. So I would literally cut her off.
This motherfucker right here.
He was very harmonious, too.
Yeah, he was.
That sounded good.
This girl wasn't hitting no fucking lyrical notes, though, okay? She looked like she was just staring to the ceiling.
She was high as fuck. I don't even think I was on that.
But even on that one, I would just cut her off. But like it's really up to the person to adjust it. But I will tell you, like, you just don't let anybody on your pod.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree. Yeah,
like, there's been people we brought on. I'm worried about, like, are they going to be quality on our pod, or are they going to shit the bed on stuff?
How did you my big question is, like, have you dealt with any pushback? Not pushback necessarily, but let's say, for instance, you get a girl, you're talking to her, and she's just like, well, I got to check with my agent. I got to check with my this, that, and the other. And I'm like, oh, God, it's not so that serious.
You're going to get stuff like that. And so I have one girl right now we're working on. She's a porn star. Big porn star. She has a huge podcast as well.
Can you say her name?
She was from Sacramento. I can't say her name yet, but she's from Sacramento. She was Miss Playboy, Miss Maxim. She had like a bunch of shit. And so a friend of a friend connected us, and she is perfect for what we want. And so what I did is I had to rent. They're going to cost money on that aspect of it. At that level, you're going to have to pay for stuff like that. So that's what we were talking about, trading users for, connections. I scour my list all the time. I wonder, do we have fucking really good connection people? Like, I got a lady I know. She's got 1 million+ followers. She's an Instagram model. I know for a fact she would be a dead lay on this podcast. You know what I mean? Like, it would just be difficult to have a conversation with her.
Pulling teeth and shit.
So it's like you worry about that. But this other girl,
just got to ask the right questions.
I look at it, I'm like, okay. So what I looked at, I was like, I'm going to bring her in as an influencer for the restaurant, and then also have her on the podcast, and like, so we're working on our contract stuff. So it's like, it sucks. Yeah, you got to pay money for that type of stuff. But are we here to like build our followers? For me, this is therapy. But like, let's be real. Spending $100,000 this year on a podcast, that's an expensive fucking hobby, which I replaced the club. So it's like,
right.
So it can make it work.
And you said you got to ask the right questions. Like, that's what's crazy about that is that we asked her like very basic questions, and we asked like a large amount of like, simple shit. Right?
Oh, you gotta ask her, like, how many dicks did you take at one time? How many can you fit?
I definitely stayed away from that.
Bro.
Yeah, see? And she would have been like, oh my God, I tried 2 at one time, and it was, you never know.
Yeah. What's your favorite club song?
I like the way Whitten did that.
What's your favorite club song? Like, when you're out and you hear it hit, when you're working your bottle service, what's your favorite club song where you're like, this is my jam?
And yeah, I'm 100% with you on that, because you definitely do have to find that balance with people, because you never know.
Maybe I was asking the wrong questions. You know what I mean? Like,
no, there's nothing wrong with the question. You just had something wrong with the guest.
We asked her shit that pertained to her job. What's the most you ever sold in bottle service? She just got an award. She literally froze up, did the same shit.
You didn't say nothing like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Talk.
Deadass, we looked at her in the face and was like,
doing?
it's easy.
But here's the deal.
She's
She's such a sweetheart, so bubbly outside. So it's just, some people are just, and maybe we made her nervous too, but like, we had a guy on, one of my partners on we had a few weeks ago, and the dude was just in the first podcast ever, and he was professional because he had people skills.
And he's done this before.
Right.
And if you're like controlling and asking questions, like he did a great job. And so that's not a normal.
So I speak to you, as you mentioned that, someone that hadn't been on podcast was Mars Parker from Sacramento.
Amazing, yeah.
Yes.
But he has the stage presence of being a comedian. So that was one of the most easiest ones that we did, because he's so used to
Plus he's
having
funny
that
as
microphone,
fuck.
and he's hella funny. So
Hella
it made
funny.
it just made it like to your point, they necessarily don't have to be used to the podcast or the interview.
Maybe
It's the
just
fact
have
of
the
just being
people
used to
skills.
people and being able to talk, and so it makes it easier.
Skills for sure, like, and that's something that I think that lets me like float freely through life currently, right? It's just because I deal with people every single day, for them working for me to me interacting with them as customers, right? And like business senses. And so like for the most part, I give them what I know that a person needs, and then I know if I reciprocate it properly, then we're on great terms, right? So whenever I meet someone and they come to Darling Aviary, it's the following week that I see them, they're like we're best friends, and I'm just like, I don't even know you, but fuck yeah,
Let's
I'll come
party.
back and spend this money.
Let's party.
And I show up, I'm
right?
like, yo, know your place, motherfucker. That's my best friend.
He is a fucking jealous best friend.
Bro,
I'll
like-
talk to someone for too long. He's like, bro, what's going on, man? I came to see you. Just came to hang out with you, man.
Was that guy there with you when we shaved your last bit of hair and went bald?
Oh,
No.
jeez.
Why do they remind me of the twins off of Bullet Train?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
I
huh?
can fuck with that.
Tangerine and
Thomas the Engine.
I can fuck with that. I just saw that the other day. That's just fire.
I was either gonna say that or I was gonna say off a Money Train.
You know what's funny is
I'm going back a little bit.
you
Wesley
think that
Snipes and Woody
way
Harrelson.
Yeah.
I'm going back with that one.
We're salt and pepper,
White
which
man.
tangerine. What was the other one? Tangerine.
Lemon.
What?
lemon.
Yeah.
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 Bro, yeah, that's so. It's funny.
Yeah, we are definitely brothers.
You know what's funny is that the white guy in that one, he looked. That's how my dad looked when he was like in college. Like, I look identical. Every time I watch that movie, I'm like, that guy
Oh,
looks
the
like
long hair?
Yeah.
Isn't that the dude from Kick-Ass? Ain't he the same dude?
Yes, same dude.
Kick-Ass,
But he
huh?
got like good looking and in
Yeah, I
shape.
know. Randomly,
You fuck
right?
with Kick-Ass 1 or 2?
One. Two. Hey, hold on, wait. The
was
motherfucker.
fire.
The motherfucker was good too.
was fire.
But I was captivated to one because the dad, whatever, you know what I
Big
mean?
Daddy?
Origin story.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
feel
So,
For you listeners
yeah.
out there, Kick-Ass is a gay porn on Pornhub.
Is it?
There's Kick-Ass 1 and Kick-Ass 2. It is it's black on black crime.
Yes.
That's why they had to have two of them. Because
Motherfucker leaned into that one.
I know,
He
right?
Leaned into that one. You piece of shit.
welcome to nighttime radio with five black guys and a white guy.
Welcome to the casting couch. There's only one victim today.
Oh, dude.
We've been to the Jack Off Hour with DJ Easy
Easy
Dick.
dick with a fat dick for your fat mouth.
Yeah, DJ ejaculated stepping on the
When I
woman
met
tubes.
you last night, baby.
Hey, bro, you got to do a shout out to Candace now because of that. You have to.
No,
bro.
fuck you.
Damn.
Fuck you. This guy trying to pull one.
This motherfucker
Almost
dropped
got me.
the fucking government.
Almost got me. I'm about to be like, who the fuck is Candace?
Hey, deadass, that's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. I was like, who the fuck is Candace?
More importantly, how do they spell it? If they spell ACE, that bitch is white, and I do not trust her.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. No. That's amazing.
Oh God, well, yeah, that's great.
Candace
well-
dick fit in your mouth? Bitch?
You like dragons?
Yeah, you ain't slick.
You like dragons? Dragging his dick across your face.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, can you guys talk about topics that I can relate to?
Oh, no.
Honestly, as far as topics, I wanted to go back because we kind of cut it short. Man, I don't get time to talk about my Kings enough. I ain't got no Kings fans up in here. You know what I mean?
Not a Kings fan?
Nah, man.
Lakers.
Yeah.
Beam team.
There we
Oh,
go.
so you
Beam
like-
team.
There we go.
Kings fan.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of nobody.
Hey, cut the
Grizzlies.
shit.
He a jaw.
That's a Memphis. That's
He
a Memphis
jaw.
Grizzly fan
He a
over
jaw
here.
fan.
jaw.
He don't want
He
to
a
admit
jaw
it.
fan.
He brings guns.
They may be getting that young cat Mikey in a minute. Who knows? They'll draft him. you
Wait,
know?
what?
Hey.
What?
What's his name? Mikey. Mikey. Last name.
Mikey Williams or something like
Williams. Yes.
Yeah, Mikey
Yes.
Williams.
The NBA. He's not even NBA. He's like high school all
He's
star.
a high school. He's the number one.
Oh, that's a kid that just got in trouble, huh?
Yes,
Yeah,
he was
6
fucking
felonies, bro.
balling.
That's crazy.
Yes,
He's
And
the
like,
number one prospect overall for whatever draft he was.
He's in
going.
college right now, or he's pro?
he's supposed to be.
school.
He's in high school.
He's supposed to go to Memphis with Penny,
Okay.
but then got these charges on him. But I remember him from TikTok. I think he balled against that one-armed dude, and that was the only competition that one-armed dude that I don't know who the one-armed dude is.
Where'd he go?
I don't think he went anywhere. To be
He ain't
honest
going
with you.
nowhere.
It was high school, so it was a little different.
He only has one arm, bro.
But I'm just in general, Mikey balled. I remember him, and he balled, and he was a TikTok sensation. He's set to be a high pick in the
Why'd
draft.
you bring up the Kings though? For what?
My bad. Obviously, we talk about balling
Why
and
you
John
bring up the
Morant
Kings?
because, man, I want to know.
wanna
I'm
know
a
what?
Kings fan, right? And the expectation for us making the
Me too.
postseason last year was not even, it wasn't there. You know, even with our win streak, even with how we were balling, we were third all year. I still, as a Kings fan, expected us not to make it to the playoffs, and we did. So with that happening,
Well, you called it though.
I did. I put money on that shit before playoffs.
Yeah. With that happening, what's your prediction this year? Do you think we're a postseason team?
I'm actually going to put bets in. I was just talking to my bookie. I'm putting bets on Sasha making first team all rookie.
Sasha,
for sure.
He's the guy, the new guy.
He's a new guy. I had dinner with him. So here's how everything started. I was partying with the Kings before the season started. So I got to meet all these guys, and I was like, the chemistry was good. And then I didn't know who Kevin Huerter was, and he was a 19th round first draft pick, and so he had experience in the playoffs. They went to second round, and so I'm like, bro, this dude's they just had chemistry, and I was like, okay, I know they're gonna make the playoffs. I didn't think they're gonna rank as high as they did because playoffs is only top 8. You know what I mean? And so when they did it third. So it was crazy, as I was telling you earlier, is putting money on the Kings making it to the finals is plus 700 right now. The Kings making it to playoffs is negative 220. So the Kings are going to playoffs. Vegas knows they're going to playoffs.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
And so what they're doing is like you see them do that shit, and it's like I think that they're going to make. I'll put money on them making second round. I'll put money on them making to the finals even, and I'll put money on Sasha being first team all rookie. I'll put money on.
So Sasha, I mean, I'm still new to this.
You ready for this dude?
He's from overseas, right? He was our draft pick, first round, second round.
So they fucked with him in 2018. He's 28, by the way, so he's older. In the Euro League that he was in is the second most popular league behind NBA, so it's big. So being in the Euro League, he made it all the way to Olympianos or whatever.
He was like the number one player.
He's the most recognized and most famous basketball player in Europe.
Right.
And so his team went all the way to the championship, lost in the championship at one point, and he is the MVP of the Euro League.
Right.
So
we'll see if he's like Luka. We don't know if he's going to be nice like that.
So
because we passed on him
Kev
already.
told me. So some of the coaches at Kev told me he's one of the best shooters I've ever seen. So
As
I
a
watched
big
him
guy
play.
too,
I watched
right?
him. I was at the game the other night. Was it yesterday? 2 days ago? And I got good seats, and I was watching. Like, they could ball. They had a bunch of the new guys out there. So it's like they're in there. But I do think the Kings. It'll be the real shit. Will be when they start playoff or when they start the first season, regular season.
Facts.
And I'm just like, it's a Warriors game, and I'm like, bro, that's a
Well, it's a
game.
little bit. It's going to be. I think for the Kings. I think last year, what you guys did, you caught a lot of guys by surprise.
100%.
This year, people going to be paying attention.
They are.
So it's you're no longer you're going to be hunted. Other teams are going to be watching you guys and be like, okay, this team was serious. They seen you take the world champions of the year before to game 7. And people ain't gonna forget because
Game 7 should have been won. Steph dropped 50 fucking points that game.
Yeah, but Steph is Steph, man. Like, it's what you gonna do?
100%. I agree, but I'm so a big believer that sports is so rigged nowadays, bro.
Yeah.
College football, you could have a Cinderella team win. In this day and age, you won't see a Cinderella pro team ever go all the way and win.
Right.
Basketball,
Detroit
I would say,
Pistons.
is the hardest. I would say basketball is the hardest. The reason why basketball is so hard, number one, limited amount of players.
It's a
you got
7-game series,
you got 5 players on the court. If you got the best player, the chances of you getting there is going to be extremely high. So you can really manipulate how you navigate through the playoffs by having the best players on the team. Now, it doesn't always come out on top, but you're definitely going to be in it. It's not like football. Football is all about chemistry. If you don't have that, it's not gonna work out for you. And on top of that, you have to have a quarterback.
And it's a one game and done.
Yeah.
One and done.
It depends
Exactly.
how you play off.
It's a good day.
Yeah,
It's one
momentum
and
is a huge thing plays into
It's
it
one and
too.
done. In NBA, it's 7-game series.
So
Usually the best team wins.
always
To prove
wins.
your point, though, what LeBron did in sports and continue to go all the time is a proven fact that it's not really – it helps your fact of what you're trying to say. LeBron, like, being able to do it multiple times is because he's a stud player on stuff like that. But all I'm saying is, like, the Kings were underrated. The payouts in Vegas were outrageous for betting on them to make the playoffs. And so it's like the Kings are – now that they've already done it, they have a shot at even getting there. Like, I could even say they might even make it to the finals. They could maybe even win on something like that. But the reality is usually, like, they have to warm up. Name one team that just came out of the blue that wasn't already in playoffs multiple times and fucking won.
Chicago Bulls.
No.
I was gonna say the Warriors. They
Raptors were in the playoffs 2 years before that.
Yeah.
First round.
You're talking about somebody that didn't make the playoffs the year before.
Some no-namers that just all the way went all the way up.
Didn't Didn't when Michael Jordan get drafted the next year he made it.
No,
to
it's
playoffs?
It's like 2 or 3 years it took for him.
Yeah,
to
because he kept losing to the Pistons.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're right.
Can we talk about Jimmy Butler's emo look for media day?
yeah, that
Oh,
was-
that's probably,
What a fucking G.
that's probably the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Bro, what a G.
Every time they put it on SportsCenter, it's his emo ass, and I'm just like, I fuck with that.
And
Why
he
not?
plays into the role too, bro. He was like flipping his
But wait,
hair,
did you-
like
did
you
y'all
know.
see
I
what he-
think he had eyeliner on too.
Did y'all see
Yeah.
what he did last year before the season?
Yeah, the
Where he put
dreads.
extensions in his hair and he had it all wrapped up.
Yeah, his shit was hella
Oh,
long.
geez, so
Dude.
second year he did that?
Yeah. Well, this year he did the emo where it was actually his natural hair.
Yeah.
But the year before, like, dude put in extensions.
Yeah, he went from like he had no hair to his shit
Bro, the
was
shit
all
was
crazy.
nuts. I was like, what's
was
going on
crazy.
with
It
Jimmy?
was like one day.
I need to text Kevin Herter and be like, bro, be the first redhead to dye your hair black.
I think he would look crazy. I think he would look crazy.
I know, right? It
Herter
looked
got game,
different.
though.
Man, he got to
Herter
play.
got
He's
game.
got to play roulette with that.
You know
the
what's
black or
crazy
red.
is he really do got like,
He do, man.
he got movement.
We
got
need that
game.
shooter.
He got game.
And he'd been
I like
training
Herter.
hardcore. He just texted me the day. He's like, dude, sorry I've been MIA. I just been chilling. He just bought a new house, dope house. He's like, I've just been chilling at home because I've been trying to get him some tequila for like, he's a tequila drinker. And he's just been laying low. He came back in town about 3-4 weeks ago and he hit me up and we went out. And then I hadn't seen him since. Like, he's just been laying low.
He a baller.
And this will be the last thing we talk about basketball because girls are going to not even listen to us. We lost the girls 10 minutes
Oh
ago.
yeah,
We're
lost
at the end of it. We're at the end.
And we lost Tony too. So he's part of that group.
He's like, yay, sports.
Part of the girls.
Tony, the whitest black guy.
He said one of the sports. Yay.
Tony don't even
He's
watch
like,
football.
let's order
Yay,
chicken
team.
wings.
Hey, yeah, I thought the same thing. I was like, is he playing fucking Bejeweled or something?
League
like
of
Candy
Legends.
Crush.
Some Candy Crush. Yeah.
Tony's definitely like, man, did Steph get a touchdown?
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's cool,
That's
man. We
crazy.
got it from here. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Came in and
you
he's
get-
like,
you get
checkmate.
ghost.
I didn't realize, like, Kevin didn't answer his phone for like a few days after playoffs.
Oh man, it hurts people.
I didn't
man.
realize how much, because there's so much negativity.
Yeah.
And, like, fans are some of the worst,
Bro,
bro.
the
Did you see the-
ESPN.
Did you see the Jets fucking just ripping on that poor kid that they picked up?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, it's like
Zach Wilson.
when you're booing your own players,
Yeah.
like, oh shit, that's like the worst
But
thing.
it's like
that's
social
like your
media.
girl banging your best friend and your dad. You know what I mean? Because it can't get any worse than
God
that.
damn.
Here's
Yeah,
what I
you're
say to
right.
that.
I'd rather do bad at the game.
Yeah.
Here's what I say to that because
I'm not
Zach
fucking with that
Wilson like
situation.
Cougars.
criticism's
Yeah, he's
always
fucking
going to
balls.
come.
I don't got a dad or a best friend, so I'm cool.
That's crazy. We rode here
Criticism's
together.
always going to come, and I say that because even me, I have a 5-year-old son, and I be giving it to him. And I feel like, you know what I
Pause.
mean?
Pause.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
God
pause,
damn.
for
Pause,
sure,
big
bro.
dog.
Yeah.
God damn.
Bro, you need to leave.
Yeah.
This part of the episode is sponsored by Big Brother.
You know that meme where it says that?
I be
You need
hard.
to leave.
Yeah, I can't even say I be hard on him now. That's
This nigga
Back
got a
to
pocket.
back, bro.
You are not sound
I
what you
am
dad.
a tough dad. How about that?
Hey, that is
Okay.
A-okay.
All right. Cool. I gotta watch what I say now. You know, like
be strict with him.
You know.
Hey, bro.
Now you know how it feels. Don't fucking even know. Now you know how it feels.
Exactly. You owe Tony an apology.
Nah, he
Oh,
said some
Tony
shit today.
apologized.
I no apologies. I didn't go.
Grabbing the mic like that, you dick.
You have a fascination with his dick.
Not with his dick.
Things that look like dicks in front of him.
Just the fact that he knows other dicks.
Let's not go
Move on.
down
I don't
this
know why.
rabbit hole.
Hold on. Wait. We're talking
Let's
about my
not-
son.
let's
All
not
right.
go
Let's
down
back
this
it up.
rabbit
You're
hole.
right. You're right. Back it up.
Get
Back it
into
up.
it.
Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. So I'm tough on my son, meaning that like when
You're strict.
I play baseball with him on his off days. He had practice today, and today his practice was good. My wife was like, "Dude, he's grounding balls better." And like our mission this week was shit.
Grounded balls better.
Bro.
That was
You
crazy.
need to talk
bro.
to your son
Damn.
about that.
I know, right?
That was nuts.
And throwing. He had some issues with throwing, and I went out there and I worked with him on throwing the ball, long distances, and holding the ball firm.
I like how you're trying to.
So is he? When is he pitching or catching?
Bro,
Yeah, you know what
Bro.
he was doing. You saw what he was trying to do there.
bro.
He's trying to line you up for a fucking center drive, baby.
He always pitching. I don't care. He
Always.
okay. He always pitching. I don't care. You know.
Wait. Hey, Tony, so we're talking about baseball, if you didn't know.
Oh God, yeah. Get him in. Hold him. Bring him back in. Bring him back in.
not.
What is that movie?
I just,
But the
I'm
whole
envisioning Whitton if he was catching. That's so sad.
bro.
Hey, we're actually talking about children, so I'm trying to stay out of it as
No,
much as
I'll
I
talk
can.
about Whitton.
My name's Kevin Owens, and I approve this message.
Prove this.
So
No filter Nick.
my whole point of bringing up my son was the fact that criticism. You have to take it. And the reason why is because if you don't and you think that everything is okay, you feel like there's nothing that you need to work on.
Participation trophies, bro.
Right,
That's what you're talking
and I'm going to say this because Kevin Herter, I felt like was such an asset to the Kings
Made 'em all the
all
way.
season long. I've watched him. I studied him, not just because of the red velvet. The red velvet costume definitely put me onto him, but he has it. And I can't even tell you what he did wrong in the postseason besides the fact that he took shots and he just missed them. Bro, the ball's not gonna hit every time. You're not Steph Curry.
Yeah, no,
keep shooting them. And I felt like he stopped shooting him.
But that's what happens. Like you get into your own head. If I miss fucking multiple big shots, I'm losing games.
Keep
and shit.
shooting.
Like I'm gonna get to the point where I'm wide open and I'm gonna pass the ball because I'm not hot no more.
It comes down to currency. Curry has the currency, and he does. I mean, let's just call it what it is. And like Curry
it's
can
just a
miss
freak of nature,
10
bro.
threes in a row, and ain't nobody gonna give a shit because he gonna hit number 11.
True.
Like
Yeah.
that's he has the biggest green light of any basketball player when it comes to shooting the ball. Period in the game. I don't think
Herter
he-
should have the
I don't-
same.
At any point in time, if
But
Curry,
I think he has to. I don't think he can't.
He should have the same.
No,
No,
Steph
bro.
Curry.
Steph is the greatest all
He
time.
Herter should have the same green light. If you
His
shoot a
mindset
three,
should be that way.
Exactly.
But to actually have Steph Curry's green light,
Like
that's
you-
a different
like
level.
you said,
It's-
if Curry misses 11 times, every time
keep
you're
shooting.
gonna guard him
Right.
because you're like that shit's going in,
Right.
regardless if he
Steph's green light is one of one.
You know what's good? I will tell you this. Last year was probably a pivotal year for Herter, how the season ended. And I've seen him like put in a ton of effort in this offseason. So it's like, I think sometimes you need that. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need that.
The fuel.
Grounding. I know the All-Star
fuel.
game was rough. I flew out for the All-Star game, and he, outside of Michael Jordan, had the lowest scoring three-point contest ever. Yeah. And so it's like, it just, you're getting a lot of, he's become kind of a star player over here. And
Put
it's,
some respect on his name. Remember
yeah, he's
where,
fucking,
like,
he's-
if you
bro,
ever,
bro's got game, bro. It'll be a
does
good
got
year.
game.
this year.
his,
I like
high,
Herter.
his highlight video when he was in fucking high school or college.
He's been in the league for
Like-
6 years. He got drafted at 19.
He was balling in
the
Atlanta.
first fucking round. And I asked him. He said
Round 5?
So he was round 19 or 17.
rounds,
17
Yeah,
first
something
round
like
19.
First round.
Yeah.
So he what happened is in the Columbine or whatever he fucking balled out, and it elevated his
Draft stock.
I think you said Columbine.
Yeah, he did. It's,
I did.
it's
Combine.
I was like,
Combine.
Oh, hey,
We understood. We
Everybody
knew.
hit the ground.
hey,
We
hooked
need to
on,
be cool off that.
hey, hooked on phonics work for me,
I had to watch that shit in high school.
bro.
Hey,
It was
shoot, bro.
it was the best tennis match of all time.
Not them type of shooters.
Wait, what's it called? Combine?
Combine.
Combine.
Oh, Combine was a shooting.
Yeah,
Hey, shooters
Yeah.
shoot the shot. We're
That's
talking
what
about
I
her.
said. Shoot, baby.
Anyway,
Bro.
we've covered
What
a
the
bunch
Kings
of shit.
got going
Speaking
from though
about shooters.
is the
They
chemistry
got new
between
dancers. Thank God.
Fox and Malik Monk. That's what they got.
Yeah,
and that's
it's
what they need to build.
That
on.
was the player that, as a Laker fan, that was the player I hated that we let go.
Malik Monk.
Was
yeah.
Monk.
Monk.
That was the
Monk-
player that I had
Monk
that I
is a
hated that we let go. Yeah, no,
motherfucking
that dude
He
is
has
good.
a swag to him.
He
What's the guy that we
balls out.
traded?
What?
What's the
Malik's
guy-
still on the Kings?
No, what's the guy that we traded, right? He was a hooper for us in midseason.
Oh, you're talking about Halliburton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
He
was
was-
some sad shit.
Yeah,
He was hooping
yeah.
for us, too. And we
True.
just sold that motherfucker as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Young stock, and he actually made it to the All Stars as well. So
Yeah.
he did a
took
good
another
job.
team, yeah.
I don't know
But-
why, bro. Every time I hear his name, I think of like fish,
Fish?
though.
Yeah, every
I do
time.
too. Yeah.
Then yeah.
Speaking of fish, so ladies, for your next episode. God, we're gonna get.
Bro, what did you have for that, bro? Fishing, ladies, bro.
I was
You
just trying to.
whoa.
We got to get off basketball. You know what I mean?
No,
The
I
basketball
was
game.
because you had mentioned
Let's turn the
shooters.
page.
So you gotta be quicker than that.
Hey, we got to bring Tony back in the
We
conversation.
got to talk about conspiracy theories. Go ahead, Tony.
Oh, bro, I'm about it.
Talk about the conspiracy about Keefe D. Did I say his name right? Keefe D.
we
What's
gotta
up
shoot
with-
top.
What's
Tupac?
up with that, bro?
Yeah, I mean, like I'm hearing that obviously he's blaming P Diddy. He's singing like a canary. You know what I mean? He's saying
isn't he already on like record long time ago, like confessing to it?
Yeah, they're even fucking. They're I think they was what's name was on Charlamagne the God's Breakfast Club, DJ Vlad.
Yeah.
And they were giving him his flowers, saying he's the one that broke all this because of that interview that he had with Keefe D. And I guess he had been saying this, and now it's reported that he's named Diddy as the one who did it. Now, I don't think.
Can that go to court?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think
know.
this is going to lead to anything? This is going to lead with
Here's
Diddy?
the deal. They wouldn't have raided his house if it couldn't go to court.
It's only 30. It's
They
already.
raided P Diddy's house.
No, they raided Keefe D. They
Oh.
yeah,
No, I think we're talking about Diddy. I think
we're
Keefe
talking
is going to
Diddy.
take the fall at the end of this. But
Oh,
I'm
Diddy?
like that the fact
But
that
it's
he
also-
named Diddy as being
If
the
it
one.
was Diddy, Diddy
also
probably
30.
paid him off in the first place.
It's
You know what
also
I mean?
30 years, right? Isn't that past the statute of limitation?
Murder isn't though.
But no, he didn't murder. He just put the hit out.
Yeah, but still, I feel
that's
like
complicated.
I feel like
That's what
Yeah.
you got to look at it.
Back when this was all popping, guys, I was in a Christian family, so I was listening to Air One and K-Love Radio.
I wanna
Kurt
say
Franklin.
You got 10 toes.
I didn't know, bro. My first dance, my first dance was Prom King. It's my senior year. So I don't know. I didn't even know who I thought Tupac was a country in Africa for the longest time. So now, like, listen to it.
Yeah.
So, like, listen to it. I didn't know, bro.
Look at, he's like, no, that's not what you tell. Not in front of other blacks.
Bro, I did not. I didn't. I've hoped to catch up. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is,
do the stupidest shit together.
I don't even know. I didn't even know like that era of music. So did Diddy have beef with Tupac?
Yeah.
They did?
it was
Yeah.
an East Coast West Coast beef.
No, what,
Biggie.
Biggie and Pac had the beef. P Diddy being his manager would do anything to keep.
But
that
you know,
fucking
basically running Bad Boy Records and Suge Knight running Death Row.
Don't they know
And
bad
so-
publicity is still good publicity though? Like the
Not,
beef.
until- not when you die.
Yeah, not when there's death on the street. Like and you just took out probably one of the biggest
Too.
hip hop artists at the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Pac was so well established. But I think they even talked about it. They were saying that you know, Diddy had said, you know, I would give anything to take these dudes out. I think, but that some people are taking that out of context, like that was the hit on it. He could have been expressing his emotion with the situation,
Keefe D
and then
that
Keith,
he got like an amount of money that he
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's not,
and
I don't think it's the same.
so I don't know. I don't think they're gonna be able to get him.
E40 had beef too, though. He had beef with
No, it was
P Diddy. No,
no. It was Biggie. Well, he didn't have beef with him.
was East
So
Coast West.
so Biggie says something on an interview about E40 that was negative. Biggie did a show out here in the Bay,
E40 picked
and
him
no, E40 didn't do it. It was his people. His people basically ran down on him. They could have took him out right then and there.
yeah.
And then basically one of Biggie's homies said, "Hey, put 40 on the phone." 40 got on the phone. They talked it out, and then 40 made sure he was able to get on the airport and go home safely. So that was a real story because he said that he don't know that one of these young dudes might just try to make a name for themselves and try to take him out. And that's what it was. It wasn't 40 that said,
Where was that?
Heem him
Where was
up.
that 40 with the Kings, Sacramento Kings beef?
Oh, yeah. We talked about that.
Bro.
I remember
I
that.
forgot about that shit.
Is he,
Were you
is he
there for
banned?
that?
Is he actually
I
banned?
was there, yeah.
Oh,
Is he
shit.
actually
How
banned?
did that?
No, I
So one of my partners was actually sitting right behind him. So he was all filming and shit.
Didn't he put out like everything's okay with us? We've moved past it. I think he put out something.
Oh, I don't know.
on Instagram.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't remember.
You know what's crazy? Like I don't even pay attention to stuff anymore.
I mean,
But no, I that whole thing, like he did say some shit. My buddy was there. He did say some shit that like sparked the fires. But you know, when you sit in a Kings game and stuff, you got someone in front of you. Like you have to respect the fact of it. And so it's like if people are complaining
I
about
don't
it,
even remember what the issue was.
it was he was blocking. He was standing up blocking stuff, and there was someone in the back bitching about it. And he basically spouted off like, "Get better seats, bitch." You know what I mean? Same shit I would say, but I'd be like,
I think that's a
"Excuse
fire-
me, Karen,
Nah.
ma'am.
Fire ass line.
Next time, maybe you should acquire more, allocate more hours to your work week so you can acquire more monetary funds. That way you can ball out like I do, bitch,
So
and get better seats."
I'll tell you a situation that I also had, and I wasn't front row like E40 was, and I was at a Laker game. Actually, it's a very iconic Laker game. The Laker game where Kobe Bryant, seconds left against the Kings, he tosses it into Paul Gasol for whatever reason. We let Kobe Bryant run to the freaking corner.
Game 4 of the playoffs.
Yes,
I was
open three, right?
like 12.
just
Typical Kobe kick.
right, stabbed me in my heart. There was a visible dagger. I felt the heart go through. I felt it. But that whole game, we was up, and I was the only Kings fan in this fucking Staples Center with my foam finger yelling because we're up on y'all all fucking game. And then the fourth quarter comes, couple minutes left. I'm telling you, there's a whole dude in like He's like maybe the section next to me, maybe 4 or 5 rows up. A whole section next to me, not even in the same section. You know, obviously I had people behind me telling me to put my foam finger down. They didn't want me to put my foam finger up because I had my foam finger up, right? I'm like, bitch, you ain't going to tell me to keep my foam finger down. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Homie up, next row, couple rows up, turns around when they finally get the lead and was like, yeah, what do you think about that? Turns back and looks at me and points at me. You know what I mean? So I say it that way because I'm
Winston
in there.
was 8 years old.
You know, it wasn't too long ago. But I'm just saying, like, I'm in their house. I'm repping the other team, making noise, and your team ain't doing good.
But that also is crazy. Like, this is the rules and regulations. Like, if we go to a concert, fucking mosh pit might fucking erupt, right? If we go to a rock concert,
a Taylor Swift concert.
Like if we go to a Beyonce concert, some
mosh
fucking
pits.
twerking's gonna happen.
You
But
better
like,
hope Tony's not in that crowd.
If you go to a fucking sporting event, like, cheering's gonna happen, taunting's gonna happen. This is like that full bully section. Your team sucks, my team's better than yours.
What's alcohol,
like,
man?
And alcohol, but still, like, bitch, I'm not sitting down. They even tell me I can stand up and do whatever I want in my seat as long as I'm not hurting,
Absolutely
disrespecting anybody. Like, that shit's crazy to me.
There is a rule. There is a common rule of thumb that, you know, regardless of the team, you know, regardless
I'm so confused still.
No, what we're talking about is just
They're talking about hecklers.
E40. E40 got kicked out of a Sacramento Kings game.
No, I know, but you said that you were doing it the whole time.
Yeah, I was doing it the whole time,
And
and
the
I
guy
had
did
fans.
it back to you, and you got mad. Why?
No,
I
I didn't get mad at all.
He's saying there's
It's-
respect that you're in someone else's house.
Exactly, but at the same time,
So you
like
jumped.
there's fans behind me telling me to put my foam finger down because I'm a Kings fan.
Or you're blocking this shit.
You
You
don't,
know.
maybe I don't give a shit. My team's winning. Fuck yeah, foam finger
I'm
up in
with
the
that.
air. I don't give a shit.
Somebody's biggest
You know?
win. That's an eclipse.
Hey man, trust me, they were ginger around me, and the fact
dark
that dude in
eclipse,
the
too.
next section, couple rows up, turned around, it let me know that everybody heard me in that whole fucking section. You know what I mean? We lost that game, and trust me, everybody was talking shit.
That's when you bring out the handicap placard and you start doing sign language. They don't fuck with you.
Put a helmet on when you leave.
They'd be like, "Homeboy's deaf, bro. What the fuck?"
But
Damn, I'm gonna let him pass. He can slide.
oh, we got a deaf
With
pass.
some shades on and a walking stick. Just, nah.
No, but sports is one. I always say this: sports is great because it brings people from every nationality, race together.
Absolutely.
But it also
divides us.
divides us. And you
Absolutely.
got like
Oh, yeah.
I was just at Tom's Sports Bar, okay, and there's one Browns fan there, and you know he was picked up by by Fred Will, picked up by a guy in the Niners when the Browns won or whatever, and some guy like came and shoved him down, a Niners fan that was right behind us, and just beef starts out because people are drunk, they're pissed off. Like sports is one of those. It's one of those untainted.
As a
uncertain
Niner
things.
fan, man, shout out to the Browns, bro. I give
Yeah.
it to 'em.
When a team's 2-something, the Niners and the Eagles both lost.
But at least the Browns is number one defense in the league.
Were they?
Yeah, they're number one. They're actually the best defense through 6 weeks.
So Tony,
of the-
defense is when you
Yeah, Tony, you don't know. that.
Nick, who you a fan
Keep them
of?
going.
Yeah.
Wait.
I don't think he has.
Nick, who you a fan of?
Sacramento Monarchs.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he has a football team.
No, I'm a fan of women's track and volleyball.
What about you, Kev?
I'm an Eagles fan. I'm Go Birds.
Oh, you a Philly
Yeah.
fan?
Niners
Go
and
Birds.
Kings fan. I've been a Niners Kings fan for my whole life.
Okay, so you're Niners.
Yeah.
I was at the playoffs when the Kings were good. Me and 3 buddies were there. We're in the 200 section, nosebleeds, and I was Vladi the Body all painted up, and my boys were all the different. Was there? We started the Kobe sucks chant.
Damn.
R.I.P. Kobe. My bad, dog.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You were just in my house. Just
Yeah,
respect level. We
I was
just
like,
talked about that.
That's
a little bit.
crazy. Saying Kobe sucks. Like,
He don't suck. I'll give him that.
No,
man. He don't
Yeah,
suck
we
at all.
lost.
no, yeah, I'm a Birds fan, and
Yeah, why? Why?
my dad's a Raider fan. Me and him.
And why?
We beef all the time, so I was like, I'm gonna choose a team that be beating his ass on a regular basis.
So he's like, I pick all the NFL.
I became a Birds fan.
Hey, real quick, what was that? The Angelo?
Añejo.
Angejo.
It's good.
It has like a
It's like it's
like
good
a
for whiskey.
smoky.
It's a
like
whiskey.
a smoky. Like
It's in a
like
whiskey barrel.
like you. Like I taste something. Like it's a flavor.
Yo,
It's in a whiskey barrel.
I was gonna stop the podcast and be like, bruh,
This is good. Both
this
of them.
shit
Yeah.
right here,
Yeah.
Both of them is good.
that shit, it has like a little sweet taste to
It's
it.
but it's hitting though. Like
It is.
Like you can
It's-
taste the smoke out of a
should taste
barrel.
some-
That's what
Or,
it's
I don't.
from. So
like a little-
tequila is made, and then they put it in whiskey barrels. So that's why,
Ours are whiskey barrels.
That's why
yeah.
the
That
color
shit
is
tastes
this
hella
way.
different.
Bro,
Oh,
that
now he
shit-
gotta get in.
That shit's fucking.
Yeah, and And then
Bro,
depending on
you missed the party,
Like,
dog.
I stand by that shit.
long,
That shit's legit.
Depending on how long you age it, it gets darker, and then it has a smokier taste to it. And usually, if you're a company that's all about the
Oh, that's good.
That shit good as fuck. It's hella smooth.
So then Yeo's my favorite. It's my favorite ones out
See
there.
why?
When you have the barrels, you break them down. You cook your agave, and then it kind of gives you that extra taste. So
No, this is good.
Yeah,
That shit's hitting me.
That shit's crafty.
So we're trying to figure out. We want to be. I know we could take over Sacramento.
a
and make
household
it
name.
a household name in Sacramento. So Austin, Texas had Tito's, but Tito's is made in Austin, Texas. They built it up. So obviously you can't have tequila if it's not made in Alaska.
Yep.
So we really want to push it, but I feel like we have a strong presence here to do that, and then it's good enough, and we've put the pieces in. So, I mean, I don't know. I was really biased at first because at first we tasted it, and it was a little too sweet for me. I heard some other people was like kind of negative. I'm like, well, I like it, but I don't want to be like, oh, this is the best thing ever. And now, like, I drink it more and more. Like, we've got a shit ton of good response. So
A dope thing that they offer is tequila or any brand or spirit tastings and educations. If you ever have a homeboy that posts that shit, go to it. So when you have a blind tasting, it's when they'll put these bottles out for you to see, and then they will pair it with another tequila, and you will shake them right after each other, and they're just like small tastes, but you will see the difference and taste the difference.
One thing I learned when I was in Mexico, I did a tequila thing. And one of the biggest things when you do tequila tastings is you take a deep breath, then you take a sip, okay, and you blow out halfway. And then you take another sip and you blow the rest out, and then you have a full taste of the flavor. So it's like when you're doing your tequila tasting, like to really feel like, you know how wine people like to put the big ass noses in there?
Right.
It's like this, you take a deep breath.
So I'll try that.
Well, the reason why you do it with wine is because it's been in that bottle like all the way, so it doesn't have any air in it.
So when you breathe it out, it takes away a lot of the harshness of it, and you could taste the flavors a little bit more.
I'll be honest with you, I don't have to do that method to taste
I know.
this.
That's good.
That's the difference.
that's right.
And I don't think there's a lot of tequila out there in general. Tequila's sharp. It's very sharp. It's very on point. It's not something you sip on. Whiskey, you sip on scotch. That's something you sip on. This is not something this is I could sip on this.
Sipping on
A lot of
Yeah,
additives.
like I literally could just sip on this.
A lot of tequilas have additives too, so it's like figuring out stuff. If you ever shake a bottle, shake any new bottle of tequila, and if you see a lot of like air bubbles in it, you know that there's like that's alcohol. There's additives in it, like that's alcohol content's off. You shake a good bottle of tequila, you won't be able to see that. And so, in knowing that, and just know this: blue agave is one of the more sugary agave plants. So that's where you're gonna get more of the sugar tones, like the vanilla tones and stuff like that, in your tequila. And where we take this in Añejo, it's the whiskey barrels, which is how bourbon and a bunch of other whiskeys are aged, and so that's where they get that whiskey taste.
The smoky,
smokiness.
yeah.
Bro, this shit's crazy.
I'm a whiskey man
go
all the way
crazy.
through.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
crazy.
so this right up.
So when
this
people
right
tell
up
me
my
they're scotch
alley.
or whiskey, I'm like, dude, Añejo. You gotta go get Añejo and taste it out.
Yeah.
Is this gonna be in grocery stores?
So they're gonna put it in. We're
that's
gonna
the
be putting it
plan.
on the grocery
That's the
stores.
plan.
So we have an X amount of cases or pallets until our next shipment comes in, and then we're working on special bottles too, and we're working on special bottles for like bottle service and stuff. And I have
Usually,
some-
most distilleries will have like 46 cases or barrels every year, so they can age them out and always have some new product to come out.
So everyone's got a special bottle or something like that. So it's cool. We're there. We're just working our way up. It's gonna be put into a publicly traded company, which is dope. So it was crazy story. It's a water treatment company, and to do a shell company, to do a publicly traded company is a lot of work. So what they did is they paid off this debt of the shell company. It was a water treatment. There's a letter of intent that just went out that Dios Azul is gonna be purchasing it. And then from there, it's a penny stock right now, 0.0085 or something like that. So what's cool is there'll be other shit that this shell company purchases, but if the tequila just takes off, like the stock's gonna do well. And so what they have is like, inside trader and all that type of stuff. I don't have any stock in the company yet, so it's like, But I'm telling you,
bro.
I'm telling you, like,
Get it now.
it's gonna be something that you don't hear about that often. You don't ever get a tequila from someone says, "Oh, go buy stock in it." It's like you sound like a crypto.
What's is Casamigos George Clooney?
Cosby George Clooney.
So George Clooney got out of his
He got paid,
but he still gets paid without his face on it because it has like so many additives and like it's not really like what it's supposed to be.
I gotta look at it, but I think his investment was like hundreds of thousands. It wasn't
Millions.
ton.
But
Yeah.
he was one of the first people that brought it on, and then it really
got paid,
and then it
bro.
really-
And that's
of
the
his
thing,
name.
though. Somebody like George Clooney don't have to put so much in it. His
Right.
face is worth so much.
So that's one of the slogans we wanted to use is like tequila's so good we don't need a celebrity. And it's like that's but we do. We always need a celebrity.
Tequila so good make you want to slap your mama.
So
Yeah, you're celebrity of sack right here.
oh no, bro, I'll do good in Sacramento. That's it.
Yeah, but
San Diego. I know you got some. You got some
we're
pool.
going for the world. What's that Pinky in the Brain zone?
Pinky
Take
in
over the
brain,
world.
brain,
What are we
brain.
doing tomorrow night, Pinky? He's like trying to
Take over the
world.
world.
We're getting ready, right? Ready?
Reading, we'll put it in Reading and
No,
stuff.
because
but
it's tequila.
with the deals that we're inking, they don't know how to spell it there.
If it was beer,
It was
yeah,
Pabst.
fucking take
If it was
off,
Pabst,
bro,
it'd take off.
No,
Budweiser.
Reading's got Bud Light and meth. That's what they got up there. Two things that I don't fuck with
And syringes.
anymore.
That's real
I know, right?
Real shit. Real fucking shit.
All viewers are like, shoo.
Turn off. Kids, get out of the room.
Cancel.
Talking too real.
11:11. Make a wish.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Well, I wish.
Speak of the devil. Kevin Herter just texted. Just now.
Stop talking about me, man. I hear you. My ears are ringing. What are you saying
He
right
said,
now?
I'm kind of impressed.
what?
Not just with Winton. Usually I lose brain cells when he talks sports.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He really held it down.
Here we go.
Is he not like a real big sports?
Here we go.
Is he
Just,
like what?
he got some.
Is he a broad?
I'm gonna let Warren take on that.
Hey, is he like a broad sports fan? Like he knows. a
No,
little
he
bit
just
here and
he
there?
just he.
They just label me a dumbass. That's all. And they expect the worst out of me.
You talk with
It's
your
all
pockets too
good.
much.
He said, that's all.
What?
You talk with your pockets too much and you lose.
And you
I
talk
talk
too
with
much
pride.
with your heart.
Oh, you be bet
With the pride, yes.
down.
Oh,
You ain't talking
negative.
about
You
my
bet a lot?
Kings.
You bet a lot.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't talking about my Kings in no type of way. You ain't talking about my Steelers in no type of way. You know, I'm gonna take pride in that. Now, the Oakland A's
What did it
just
cost-
fuck with me
what did
this
it
year.
cost you?
It cost me a lot. Don't talk about that. We'll talk
Okay,
about
wait,
that
wait,
later.
wait. No,
Isn't
no,
this
we gonna
nigga a
talk about-
Giants fan? Remember?
Right.
Remember
I'm
we
an
was
Oak
next-
right. Stop.
He
Remember we
switched
started
up.
out?
Didn't you just say Oakland A's?
Yeah, I am an Oakland A's fan.
You said Giants.
No,
I
you
said
not.
Giants. I said Giants.
No, he said you're a Giants fan.
I messed up and recently kind of switched.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just recently.
Hey Tony, what's your favorite teams?
Yeah.
Recently.
No, don't worry. Don't worry.
What's your favorite team, bro?
I already know he's
Well, football Niner, but it's Phoenix Suns for basketball. But that's
Okay, I will tell you guys this. I used to be in every sport, knew everything about sports, and I had a mentor. I was in a fantasy league, and I had a mentor. He's like, you know all this shit about all this stuff. Do you make any fucking money from this? I'm like, no. He's like, then stop wasting your fucking time and spend your knowledge and education shit that's gonna make you money.
I feel you there.
And I have not been in a fantasy league. I just got my first basketball league this year. Actually,
That's hard, actually.
But I literally walked away from so much stuff because he was right. I was like knowing everything about everyone's life that had nothing to do with ever making my life better.
Yeah. About them making money. Not
Yeah.
you.
And I'm like, oh, it's
Unless
cool.
you got a parlay going.
But you know where I picked up though?
And you win.
Right.
I picked up in knowing movie lines.
Yeah.
That's why
That's Rob right there for you.
now I can
What?
now I can relate
That
to my
worked
friends.
for you.
Oh yeah, no, that's me all day, man.
Smells
Movie
like Bigfoot's,
references.
Smells like Bigfoot's dick in here.
Yeah.
That's the type of shit I do. know.
God damn.
Movie lines.
What the fuck does Bigfoot? Tony,
Bro, that's
what is Big? What is Bigfoot's?
That's a
dick
movie
smell
called
like?
No, don't let Tony go down the rabbit hole. Bigfoot.
Anchorman.
Tony has a
Anchorman.
is
Wait, you hell out of.
Bro, the way you just called for him out. Off
no,
screen.
but he called for him because he's honestly thinks he knows.
Oh, I swear to God. I
you see-
swear
No, he's
to
the
God.
biggest. He's the one
Listen,
probably that I know of. He's
Bigfoot?
probably the biggest Bigfoot
Fanatic?
but I wouldn't even say fanatic, man. This dude is so
the
knowledgeable
real- like
about the real Bigfoot.
Yes.
So there was a meme recently that someone
not
thought
a-
was real.
Not a meme.
And
Did
it
you
wasn't.
guys see
The
that?
Colorado.
It's the one we posted.
Colorado?
Yeah, we posted
We
it.
posted it.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know. That might be a.
No, so it was a guy.
That one don't look like the real
He,
Bigfoot.
he got his
No.
thoughts on it. We'll
No,
time
they
it.
came out with it. It was a guy who
hunter?
owned a company
He's hunting?
who constantly would walk around in this one thing and there's a Bigfoot suit. So he is all boiled out. I just read all about it.
No, the one that Tony talks about, like, bro, if you listen to him, bro, you will be locked
you
in.
believe it?
Yeah.
Let's bet money real quick. Let's say he says it smells like cedar wood or something. Let's just say he has an answer for it. Let's bet money. Who wants to bet? That sounds like an interesting bet.
I think you need to stop betting.
no.
Facts.
Smells like rich mahogany and leather-bound books.
See?
It's a movie quote. That's where Bigfoot's dick came
That's
from.
what, yeah,
Leather
he-
bu-
It's
leather
he's just hitting you
Anchorman
with a bunch
when he's
of
like
fucking
Sex
quotes.
Panther, and the
Yeah.
girl's like, "It smells like Bigfoot's dick in here." He goes, "Huh?"
He's just hitting you with a bunch of quotes from his favorite movie. That's
Anchorman's my favorite. Dog.
Anchorman is funny.
It's the
as shit.
pleats.
Anchorman
The
is
pleats in my
funny.
pants.
one or two.
I was gonna say that. I
One.
was gonna say that.
Well, one is better.
One is
fire.
Two is
But two is
good.
good.
over the top. It's
And
like
what's that bitch's name?
But
A
it's like,
whale's vagina.
Yeah.
His wife's name?
No, is it Megan Good?
Oh, Megan Good. Be Megan.
oh, she was
Yeah,
in the
it was
movie.
in-
Yeah,
she
as
was.
a boss. She was
Yeah,
a boss.
yeah, that's
I
right.
don't even know why y'all talking about me.
That's
Yeah,
not
no.
one. That's not one.
No, that's
two.
the second one.
That's two.
You didn't ask if I like rubbed one off to the movie, which one I paid.
Hey, the
Number
crazy
two,
thing
Megan
is,
Good.
Nick reminds me of the scene where they're sitting at the dinner table with Megan Good's family, and all the crazy shit he's saying, and the family's just
I'd be
sitting
doing
there
that.
like,
I see that. I see that. Oh, so which one of you crack hoes?
What's up, dog? We gonna go out and fucking crack spike.
bro, that's exactly what I think.
I see that.
Like,
I
and I'm
see
like,
that.
I'm just gonna have him.
I'm very well versed. I'm adapted and loved by pretty much every scene I get into, except for the prisons.
Yes,
or the feds.
The prison scene.
God damn.
Yeah, it's rough out here.
Well, God, what a great time. About the night.
Yeah, I know, right?
Welcome to About the Night. We've
We've hit every topic.
we've hit the pinnacle of our stride here.
Right?
You guys definitely.
we have
fell into
definitely
the no filter side.
No filter Nick in this bitch.
We've
We've definitely
covered-
reburied the dead.
Yep. We've
Let's talk about that.
we've,
It's like, damn, rest in peace.
Everybody, damn near.
Like, Jesus.
Smells big.
Paul Walker got it.
Let's
Kobe
just-
Bryant got it.
Everybody.
let's
You
just
can
throw
get it,
some
you can
holy
get it,
water
you
out
can
there
get it.
for the
Jesus,
homies.
man.
That's crazy.
It was a lot, man.
We hit every topic. Yeah.
We did.
Absolutely.
We did. There's
Rabbit
one
hole.
thing.
Except for Jake Paul, right?
Oh,
Or-
Jake.
Yeah,
Dylan
I
Dennis.
Brought it
forgot
up.
about that.
He brought it
No,
up.
Okay.
no, Logan, not Jake.
Yeah,
So-
Logan Paul, yeah.
So
Just the other white.
your podcast got me into the podcast thinking, and then I started watching a bunch of podcasts, and the Impulsive podcast was like one of the fastest growing podcasts, and it captivated me of how this dude like created this and built this, and like I just loved it. I loved the characters that were in it. I saw them switch through some characters throughout their early years.
Yeah, they going to they had some people exit and
but
stuff
Mike,
like that.
Mike and Logan have definitely stayed true. But I loved everything they did. I loved their humor, the way they did it. I like the way they edit their shit. I was a big fan of Impulsive. Impulsive was kind of a big pull on how we created No Filter Nick. And so with this whole Dennis fight, I'll tell you right now, I've always thought that guy was a troll, always talking shit. Always in everyone's. You watch anyone's DMs, any UFC or whatever. He was always talking shit, trying to get his moment. And for him to go after a chick and to like just, I'll tell you right now, you talk about my lady like that, like this ain't no Biggie,
talking
this ain't no Diddy and Tupac shit. Like I'll tell you right now that you crossed the line, bro. And so it's like for him to go and do that. Drake said it best. Drake put 800,000 on it on his head. 800,000. It paid out 1.3 million on bets.
Damn.
Cause so Dennis was obviously the fucking
underdog.
no. Dennis was the Logan was the underdog.
Yeah, Logan was
So 800 grand would pay out 1.3, and so it was said like, do not bet against a man and like a personal vendetta.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn.
Yeah, what was the boxer that did that where dude was going after his wife? Who was that? It was either boxer or UFC. Who was that?
Creed.
No,
I know,
you
right?
stupid.
I can't think of nothing past
No,
Creed.
that's not even.
1, 2, or
No.
3.
That's
Yeah, right.
2 is my favorite.
No,
I didn't
it
watch
was
any.
no. They
Jake
just this
Gyllenhaal.
was only like a few years
seriously?
ago. It was only a few years ago. He said something about dude's wife, but anyway, dude got his ass whooped. Like
Yeah.
dude, like as you just said.
You don't. No.
yeah, you
just-
can't do that. That's
you-
an extra motivation, man.
So for Logan, like he said on his podcast today, he said I got booed when I walked in. So Logan obviously has haters and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So
but
Dennis
that's even
comes-
before he even gets in the ring, though.
So Logan, so he does that, and I look at Logan. I look, the dude's got $1 billion energy drink, like he built Prime.
Prime.
$1 billion. Like it is
Ain't that right
everywhere.
there?
It's competing
Prime?
against Gatorade.
Yep.
One of my favorite. I love it. So you got that guy, and then you've got him in. He's doing his dreams. He's a WW fucking wrestler.
Yep, superstar.
But he fucked up on that whole zoo shit.
Yeah, but you know what? How many times I fucked
I
up?
forgot the
Oh,
name
shit.
of it. What is it? Zoology or zoo?
No, he
that
did.
Zoo crypto.
He went to that. No,
No, he went to the.
he went to Japanese forest where the people kill
That
themselves.
too.
And someone
Yeah.
literally hung
That was his first
himself,
thing.
And
Yeah.
he took a video of him and then did
Oh,
in the background.
you're talking about
You never
so
saw that
crypto?
shit?
I did.
So Jake Paul
That's what got him
and
in trouble.
Logan Paul were like the original YouTubers, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And we always thought that shit was corny, right? But like, especially since like no one's ever done it.
Right.
So then they got like a large following. Both of them had to split off from each other. Logan legitimately went to Japan, and it's called the Suicide Force. He pulled up in that bad boy. They went like 5 fucking yards, and sure enough, they see a person hung. And instead of him shutting it off,
cancel
just, like,
culture, bro.
continuing,
Right.
he legitimately grabs the camera from his cameraman and like focuses on him and as a selfie,
And
you
then
can
the body
see
in the background.
And he's like, I did it just for clout. And they're like, well, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Right. It was disrespect to the day.
Yeah.
Bro,
That was one of the first things. But the guy bounced back. He just, if you look at him as a business person, I have a lot of respect for him and what he's created and done. But for someone to talk shit about a woman, you know what I mean? Like, and then go at it that way, posting pictures of your chick, and he's obviously a troll already. Like, the podcast said this.
Super.
He's like, I went in there, they booed. When I left, they cheered because they got to see him for the scum that he is. He was just there for a ticket, and he's just the scum of the earth. And I agree with it. Like, fuck that guy.
Isn't Dylan a wrestler?
He was a UFC.
Though?
He was a UFC fighter.
But isn't he like a wrestler?
I don't know.
He's
you mean
not a
like
boxer.
the WWE type wrestler?
I mean,
or?
like,
No, he was a UFC. He was a UFC fighter.
like
That's
Muay
where he
Thai,
got.
jiu-jitsu, things like that. I think he's like mostly a wrestler. So
Hey, he's not a boxer.
When I watch the fight, it's like at no point in time does that motherfucker throw a punch. He just walks up to Logan and lets
He was just trying to
this
survive
dude
to not
punch
get
on him.
knocked out.
And then the only time he really
I give
threw,
them guys a lot of credit though.
which ones?
The brothers.
Have any of you guys ever?
Paul.
Yeah, me too. Have you guys ever fought? Any of you guys in like a professional fight? Or
Like
anything?
physically?
like
I've been in
a ring.
I've been in a ring. Yeah.
I've done one at Thunder Valley in 2007.
So
It's all sparring stuff.
I'll tell you this: the first time you go in there, I was trained. I was in shape. My legs were jello, bro.
Yeah, I feel you there.
Like
Yeah,
I'd never.
That's
been,
the first thing to go.
It's like public speaking. Like speaking is one of the biggest fears, and when you go and you speak in front of a group of people, like your nerves like just overcome you.
Yeah.
And that was, bro, it was.
And it's not even like you make a move or like you do like you go to do a takedown or something like that. As soon as the bell rung for me when I did it at Thunder Valley,
Nerves,
it
bro.
was like $100. It was like $150 if you got in the ring with another amateur.
Boxer.
Another gay
And
guy.
I was like, bet. I was like, fuck you. Fuck you.
That was a Greco Wrestling 2012.
Fuck you.
This nigga said another gay.
This is the second chapter of Kick Ass 2.
Exactly.
You mean kiss
Another
ass?
episode of Brokeback Mountain.
I can't quit you, Kevin. Round 2, I can't quit.
Damn.
But you're right. As soon as the bell rings, like your legs leave you. You're like like you said, you're overcome with that feeling. Like, fuck, I'm supposed to go balls to the wall, beat the shit out of this person like a street fight, and then that's not the case.
How many rounds you go?
I use that.
Three. Tough man competitions are three
three.
usually.
That's it.
That should give you energy though. When you're
Bro.
I made it to 2.
when your legs go out, you feel lighter. You feel like, boom, I can move. Oh shit!
No,
Like, oh,
no. Your legs when your
You're
legs
nervous.
are gone, that's where you get knocked out.
Fact.
That's when you get
why
knocked
they always
out.
train their legs. Jump
Hey,
rope,
let's
yeah.
go right now. We'll do some donuts, and a couple pulls over, and you let me know if your nerves get the best of you. Okay,
I've been
your
in those
legs,
situations. What
your
do you mean?
legs will just be gone, bro.
Yeah.
Nerves lost.
No, for
Trained,
real.
ready for that shit, gone. So what they said in the podcast is like, yo, this Danish guy had never fought in front of a crowd like that.
And
So
he's a
just the
wrestler.
nerves alone, energy alone, would fuck with that guy. Where you got, you know,
Tried to take him down at the very end.
yeah,
and
but you can't. I don't know how those guys mix from being trained for UFC takedown shit
Right.
and then going to just use your hands.
True.
I
Yeah.
mean, you're a trained professional athlete. That's how you do it.
Bro, you play basketball and you go to start running around and play soccer, you're going to use your hands one day. The ball's going to come, you're going to hit your hands. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah,
Like, relate-wise?
Well, Connor's trying to fight Canelo now. I don't know if you guys ever have seen it.
But
Yeah, because
what
that's how the money
isn't
is now.
Isn't that the second fight though? Did they?
No.
What Mayweather?
No,
May,
he
no
fought
Mayweather.
the first
Oh,
time.
Mayweather.
Okay, gotcha.
Which he honestly looked like he was getting ready to take Mayweather in the first couple of rounds. By the way, I'm gonna say that no.
But Connor's a
No,
fucking
Connor
athlete,
Connor
bro.
was looking aggressive in the first couple of rounds. I'm pretty sure he won the first round or two.
I don't think that at all.
Connor's a
Stop.
I thought that was an
Mayweather drug him out to deep water and let him drown
Eventually,
himself.
yes.
No, that was the plan from the
Look at the first
beginning.
two rounds.
He wrung that
First two
towel
rounds.
out. I don't think at any point in time it looked like that.
Mayweather strategically made him think that he was going to win the fight.
That's how he does. He wears them
Like
down.
Mayweather is just, he was leaps and bounds ahead.
Boring
of
ass
fucking
fights.
Mayweather.
Yeah, no, 100%. He's a San Antonio
Bro,
Spurs,
what-
a fucking boxer.
What are you
Facts.
talking about? What is the definition of boxing and how it's supposed to be ran? Don't let the other person punch
Pay
you.
off the judges.
Hit and don't be hit.
That's it. And he delivers that every time. I'm
100.
sorry to tell you, if I land 178 blows, you land 34, I won.
Right.
That's
So
it.
true.
That's it.
Well, as we wind down, I apologize for cutting that short. I definitely want to thank you guys so very much for coming on the show. Kev, we can obviously see you each and every day, not every day, but over at Darling Aviary.
Yep.
Perfect.
For the birds.
And then Nick will obviously catch you each and every week on No Filter Nick, and you on No Filter Nick, but we'll also catch you, I can't say no longer in the clubs, but you used to be in the clubs. But
He gonna be in the zone.
yeah.
Well,
or at
once-
the Kings game, Golden
once-
One.
There we go.
With
The Kings game. Yes.
Once
the
we
league.
open up again, I can go back to not working 20 hours a day. I'll be back out. I'll be back in the streets.
All right, man. All right.
He's trying to go back. I'm trying to get out. It's
It's
a
the
weird
yin
thing.
and yang,
Yeah,
man.
that's why it works. That's why
Right.
it works.
Shout out to you guys' up and coming business, Rooftop, which you showed me the footprint. Looks awesome, by the way. Is going to be considered the morning after, and then the second layer is called Afternoon Delight.
We actually don't. We might just keep it. I don't know what the fuck they got.
Yeah, I know, man. Just keep it all, you never know, man. They may, multiple names. You never know what'll happen. Hey, Tony, man, we were waiting for you, man. We want to know what Bigfoot's dick smell like.
Wait.
Bro, I
You want
know
to come smell?
you're.
You want to come smell?
The way that
So you're Bigfoot?
Oh, you want to come
You're
smell?
Bigfoot? No, for real. Bigfoot.
gonna
Talk to
smell
me.
fresh.
We were talking about
It's gonna smell
Bigfoot. They
fresh.
said it wasn't real. We
No,
obviously know
no.
you're an expert.
Does it smell like beef jerky?
That's what I was gonna say.
I love beef.
Wait, can I
Give me a
just put
smell.
that-
Give me a scent, bro.
I think I just put
what
that
does
on your
big
guys'
What does Bigfoot's dick smell like? Give me a scent. Just give me
pause on
something.
Me, I love beef jerky. So
Hey.
You gonna eat that beef jerky?
I'm
You
not.
gonna eat that
That's
beef
why I
jerky?
said- That's why I said pause on me. I love beef jerky. I'm not gonna eat it. But
Beef jerky. When you open that bag in the car, though, it does smell like shit.
it does.
No, at the beginning,
When you
yeah.
first open
Protein.
that bag-
Protein stink,
You still put it in your mouth though.
Protein stink.
Hey,
Yeah, and he's gonna remember this moment because I don't think I'll ever. If I ever got married again, right?
Wait.
'cause
I thought you already married or something like that.
No, divorced. But if I ever got married again, right? My bachelor, because I'm sick of the bachelor parties. We've been on the craziest bachelor parties. We've done
Right?
the
Yeah. We've been there, done
penthouse,
that.
everything. We've done bro. It's been amazing.
Have you ever been on the bachelorette parties though? Hey.
right?
Fucked up.
Shit, I'd jump out the cake. But I was thinking, bro, if I'm gonna do another one, it's straight up Bigfoot hunt, like straight up.
There we go.
Oh.
There we go.
Everybody's coming on the Bigfoot hunt.
you don't think that's crazy though?
I'm
Like,
not showing up for
I'm
that.
not going.
No,
to
Rob,
that.
come on, bro.
I'm
You're
not going to that.
you're number one. I need you to go.
I'm not showing up for
Hey.
that. Because we might find that motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're big as shit. And we find Bigfoot, and he's 3 times your size. What am I gonna do
Well,
to Bigfoot?
We're taking the dude from Mix. Remember the guard from Mix, the 7-foot dude. He's coming because I want him and Bigfoot to stare at each other like
Harris. I think his name is Harris.
You know what I mean?
No.
Bigfoot is gonna weigh like
that stands in the
Yeah.
bathrooms.
Bro, us trying to get Bigfoot is
not-
like the
what's his
Avengers
name?
trying to
I
get
know his name.
Thanos.
Bigfoot is gonna be like
We're gonna
800
lose.
pounds, like 13 feet.
Nah, bro, I'm gonna be running around him. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna run it in full blast. Nah, nigga, we're getting you. I
Do
got you on
do
camera,
you
and I'm gonna be
think-
running and
You
getting him. Bro.
think that giant is gonna be slow?
No, he's gonna be pretty fast.
He's,
I'm gonna use them
limber.
trees. I'm gonna use them trees.
You're gonna get tired, and Bigfoot's gonna be like, "I've been shaking media for 90 years." Like,
What's his dick smell like? Jesus.
So that's what
pause,
God
bro.
damn.
Must have known.
I know he got a scent. I'm not trying to lose a bet. Like, bro, if I really would have bet them, I'd be losing a bet.
I told you you
because
need to
you
stop
can't
betting.
give me a fucking
Why-
scent.
This man
Hey,
has lost so
why-
much money.
Why are you so concerned? Like the way
damn
you're
it.
asking,
I'm
Tony,
telling you, y'all see it now.
the way you're asking Tony, what's his dick smell like?
because
That
I,
seems
bro,
crazy.
there
bro.
is a point. All right. Well, for one.
All right,
Do you know Tony?
But do you want to smell Bigfoot dick?
Nah, I don't, bro.
I don't know what
and that's
any
the crazy
species
part.
on
But you're
Earth
very
dick other than my
interested
own
in
smells
his
like.
scent.
Because my guy knows about. Well, no, not about Bigfoot. He's just a big Bigfoot enthusiast. Or I assume you would just come back and be like, "Oh, it smells like cedarwood and must."
Cedarwood and musk.
I would hope so. So when you walked off, I was like, I bet he comes up with a fucking scent, and
It's
you
gonna
didn't
smell
come
like
up with a
sweaty
scent
balls, bro.
whatsoever. Like,
Bro.
I was hoping you'd give
Hairy.
me something.
Sweaty.
Mentally,
It's
I would have lost another bet. Is what you're telling me.
We can save the camera time. It's gonna smell like wilderness. All right.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know what the fuck
Let's keep it.
Bigfoot hasn't washed his balls ever.
Bro.
wilderness smells
We
like.
have like sightings of UFOs. Okay, there's no real like footage of Bigfoot.
Actually,
There's one.
There's quite a few. There's quite a few real footage, and the Patterson film is actually real footage. Like the Patterson film, completely real.
I'm telling you, you get this man going.
That's
I'm
100%.
telling you.
Bro,
That's what I was saying, he should know.
What's the
Like-
what's the deepest part of the ocean? The
Mariana or
Mariana Trench.
You know, there's a basketball team where the last guy's name's Patterson. You should start watching sports, bro.
Yeah, the
Get 'em
Mariana
hooked.
Trench, They say, look, the Loch Ness monster could put.
Wasn't he the Kobe stopper? Patterson. What's the name on the Blazers?
He still scored like 20.
Yeah, no, he used to call himself the Kobe stopper, and Kobe had still dropped 40 on his ass. That shit was
He
funny.
took it personal when it.
Oh, was it last name Helicopter?
Man, we going down like one.
Cut it.
Jeez.
Cut it.
Fuck, what's that?
Crash landing.
What's
Crash
the
landing.
Denzel movie? Where he's a
Oh
pilot.
my God.
Flight.
Flight.
Flight. Hey man, hey, that dude was high on coke,
Yeah.
alcohol.
This
He's
just
still
show-
he's a hero.
Bro.
No, the last scene of Flight is probably the fucking craziest scene.
That was
He's
good.
sitting in court. he's-
Denzel Washington, one of my top 3 favorite
Oh,
actors.
100%.
No, I think he's soft for that.
Absolutely.
In that
I think he's soft for that, bro. You don't do that for the
Number
side
one
chick.
is
That ain't
Leo,
your
though.
main chick.
Oh, no.
That wasn't like his wife. He did that because of the side chick he was fucking. I damn sure ain't giving it up.
Flight?
Oh, no, I loved it.
I love the movie, but I
he
felt like
snitched on
that wasn't. He snitched on himself because of the side chick. I ain't snitching for the
He
side
didn't- he
chick.
didn't
I
wanna
snitched for
tell
my
him,
woman
So
though.
Rob, who's
TSA.
the number one actor
What do you mean?
in your book?
Of all time?
Yeah,
Leonardo DiCaprio.
that's who my number one is.
Denzel Washington's my
Leo.
favorite black.
I'm gonna shock everybody with this. Best actor, right? Daniel Day-Lewis. Period.
Who?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Who?
Who?
Was
What
that the
movie was he
Unabomber?
in?
Who was that?
So he's in There Will Be Blood. He was in Gangs of New York. He was in
He's in New York.
Mr. Rogers, hands
Oh,
down.
is he the long haired dude?
yeah, no, he's like probably
Daniel
one of the
Lewis.
best method actors. He was in Phantom Thread. He was
He's
in
Leonardo's.
He was in Gangs of New York when Leonardo DiCaprio was young.
Yeah.
He was that was yeah, no, he was the
Marty
butcher.
great. He great.
No, Daniel Day-Lewis, hands down. Like as far as a method actor, bro.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
It is Leo.
Denzel Washington, my favorite black
Leo
actor.
first.
And Ryan Reynolds is the actor most like
Ryan
me,
Reynolds is
I
definitely.
think I got
humor wise.
What'd you say? Who's our first one?
Leonardo.
I got Leonardo, and then I have Will Smith. I think like that. He's played
It's
a lot
not it's unpopular to say Will now.
Hey,
With
fuck.
Jada? Oh my God.
No, you know who Will
Let's not
Smith's
even
favorite
dive down
actor
that.
is? Jada. His favorite actor.
Wow.
Straight up. Method
Because she
actor.
got lost. Anyway.
Yeah, no, that's fucking crazy.
We ain't even gonna dive into that
She
because
looks like a Klingon. Klingon? What is it?
Klingon, Star Trek,
Star Trek. She does.
Hey, I'll tell you right now, any of you homies ever get married to someone who strips your manhood
Yeah.
like that in public, I will call any of my big lesbian girlfriends and they will fuck that girl up for you.
Bro,
She
what
really
she's been
runs-
she been on a drama tour, man.
Yeah.
Why is she doing that?
You gotta sell.
Man.
You gotta sell. She's still getting ready to put a
Some
book.
There's
women
a
are
book.
like
I was
that.
gonna say she was having a book out.
August Alsina started singing country songs. He stopped singing R&B,
Yeah, 'cause
switched to
he-
country after.
Yeah,
her.
Bro,
because
he
he-
lost his identity fucking with her.
Well, he fucked her, and then he started fucking a boy. So
Whoa. August Alsina's gay?
yeah, he started fucking her.
That's what
and
I
then
said. He switched up his identity,
She's
man.
bald like me, and then he was like, well,
So maybe she's the reason why her son's gay.
fuck with this other nigga.
So is that what it is?
Oh God.
Bro, she be
Yeah, he likes boys. and shit.
psychedelic. Save me.
Goddamn.
I'm gonna say this for Will's sake, just for Will's sake. If I know Margot Robbie was throwing it at him,
Throwing him at
if
it.
he passed that up,
Only number one. White girl I
knowing that
love.
what Jada was doing,
Number one white girl.
bro, I know that's the biggest regret he got. If he passed that up,
What's her
I
name?
don't think Margot Robbie.
What is she
Oh, you
play?
ain't
What is
never
Yeah,
seen
from
that?
Wolf of Wall Street. Oh,
Wolf of
and,
Wall-
and Focus.
My number
Wolf of
one
Wall
favorite
Street.
white
The
girl.
Wolf
one,
of
the
Wall
one that was
Street.
bending over in
Oh.
front of Leo.
Number
Yeah.
one favorite.
Remember when she hits him with the
Oh
foot?
yeah.
Yeah,
She
bro.
ain't better than the one from Transformers though.
Number one
What's the
favorite
one from
white girl.
Transformers?
Which Transformers?
Megan
Megan
Jennifer,
Fox.
no,
Megan
Megan
Fox?
Fox.
Yes, she is.
She's the baddest white girl, blonde white girl.
Fox is bad.
Nah, I'm gonna take Margot. I'm
Really?
gonna talk Margot,
Megan
bro.
Fox
Okay,
is
no. So
bad.
she's Will
is.
Smith's number 2.
She
She's Will Smith's number 2 regret. Will Smith's number 1 regret is losing his German Shepherd in that movie.
Oh, to
I Am Legend. This
Letting his dog die.
But we killing the dogs. We killing Kobe. We killing all of them.
could get it.
Everybody getting fucking shot.
I lost a part of me in that movie.
Jesus
Bro,
Christ.
my girlfriend does every time I'm trying to watch it. She's like, "No, we can't turn that on." I'm like, "Why?"
I'm
No,
Legend.
Yeah.
that's sort of like one of the most skipped scenes.
He,
up.
I'm,
the
gla-
way,
I'm
skip that
glad he
scene.
referenced his girlfriend. This
Yeah.
whole time you made this man seem like he might have been.
I
Gay?
ain't got no bitches.
Yeah.
the way he squeezed that dog is the same way he should squeeze his wife, bro. Will Smith, get Jada up in there.
Nah, she don't want him though.
Bro, what are you
No,
talking
I'm
about?
to death.
Jada is out here fucking him slapping that motherfucker.
Out of breath, death.
Yeah, he ain't never doing nothing.
Nah, Jada can die slow, bro.
All day.
This is about the morning because it's 3 a.m.
I know, right? We running over. It is what it is, man. Honestly,
know.
I just once again I'm gonna start it over. Thank you. This was once again
thank
one
you
of those
guys.
candid conversations. We're able to just talk and riff off of just life, what we're doing currently right now.
That therapy session.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Have a good conversation with some up and coming major factors in the city of Sacramento. Not even up and coming. I'm sorry, excuse me. We're here with some major influences of Sacramento. Darlene Avery, new club, bottle popper, new ownership. Man, these people they got new bottles. They're promoting bottles. Dos Azul, Dos Azul.
Dios.
Dios. I
Dios,
can't speak
yeah.
Spanish. I can barely speak English.
All good.
Dios.
Dios Azul, which is fire, by the way. So honestly, I want you guys to take a quick moment. You can pause our show, go ahead and type in No Filter Nick, and go ahead and take a look and subscribe to his podcast as well as they continue to keep you updated on what's going on. That's how I found out that you guys are opening up, morning after in January 15th.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So stay
Oh, my
tuned to
God.
what they got going on.
But we appreciate you guys, and I want you all, like everyone, to know, like you guys are definitely a pivotal moment in my career where I wanted to get into the podcast world, and so
shit.
whether someone listens to us to or not, like we'll walk home. He'll walk home from that joke after, and we'll head home tonight. And we'll be like, oh, it's great. It's a good podcast.
Absolutely, man.
What the
No,
fuck did I
100%.
do? I didn't even do that.
Yeah, but if you don't pick the right girl, you will drive home and be like, what a fucking clusterfuck podcast.
But,
that-
but
man.
thank you guys for having us.
Yeah,
Real shit.
appreciate you guys.
100%.
We really do appreciate it. We've been talking about Lincoln for a long time, so this is dope that we got to finally solidify that shit.
If you guys could point us in that direction of an electric charger, I got about 12 miles before we're out of juice.
Yeah, straight up.
They Sky River.
Yeah, across the street.
Those
Sky
nice,
River.
electric cars.
Oh, I got a few thousand on me. Want to go make some money?
You're trash. Let's go.
And there you have it. There we go, right?
Boys.
You know?
Please subscribe to About the Night right here. Right there.
Right there.
Matter of fact, check out the No Filter Nick podcast because you'll be able to see us on there upcoming soon. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe to that as well.
Yep.
And once again, thank you guys so very much for tuning in to About the Night. I got to make sure with my guys. Let me tap in with them. Tony, what you got to say for the guys today? What you got?
Other than that, man, just stay tuned. We got hopefully some up and coming guests coming on soon. We've been talking about getting some females on, so that looks like that might be in the works. So stay tuned for that.
War ready? What you got for them?
Man, I appreciate both of you guys for coming on, man. I mean, it's been a long time coming. Nick, congratulations on the baby that's coming.
Absolutely.
We're all waiting that, man. Congratulations and making the home back right.
Thank you.
Kev, congratulations on everything you got going, man. Darling Avery,
Appreciate it.
man, the new spot y'all got opened up. What was it? The
Morning after.
Thank you guys, man. I appreciate both of you guys.
Thank you.
And you guys showed us a little sneak peek of it. We got to see the building and everything. So, I'll be excited
We
to
got
be
to see the pictures that nobody's seen.
right reposting things.
And I'll always sneak you guys in the back door.
Hey, I'm with that.
Appreciate it.
No pause.
Rob,
Pause.
that's pause.
for
Sneak
sure.
him in the
That's
back
pause
door.
for sure.
I was waiting for that one.
I'll sneak you in the side door that gets you up to the VIP.
There we
There we
go.
go.
There we go.
There we go.
Because I told you earlier that you're the
But the
only
password is back door.
Rob,
Just
what you
kidding.
got for him?
No, again, man, appreciate y'all coming on, man. It's a great conversation. It's easy conversation.
Easy.
I think that's what it comes down to, man. It's all about podcasts. It's all about putting out there what we really feeling, what's really on our minds, and man, y'all ain't disappoint.
Absolutely.
So can we have you guys on our podcast like soon?
Can we do
I'm
this?
with that.
Let's run it.
So we're gonna build up the new podcast stuff, and we'd love to have you guys on, and we'll have enough seating and stuff like that, and we'll get it dialed in because we'll have to run it back on that.
Yeah,
Absolutely, bro.
And I'll have an agenda. We'll leave out touching boys. Anyone dead people.
No more of that.
Bigfoot's dick.
Bigfoot's
Dick
dick.
is out.
Dick.
Sports.
You
We'll
still
leave out
ain't gave
sports
me a
for Tony.
goddamn cent.
You saying some weird shit about your kid? Yeah, all
No,
that shit. All that shit. Yeah.
We'll leave out balding.
Thank you.
Yep. We'll leave out the Steelers.
Oh yeah, there we go.
We'll leave the
There we
Memphis
go.
You don't
Grizzlies out.
you don't want to mention that with him. He loses too much money over there.
I'm
Oh,
hurting.
really?
I'm hurting. Yeah, that hurt.
My grandma said you
That
can't. My grandma said you can't gamble more than you can steal the next hour.
Or what you could carry, yeah.
Yeah.
He got to steal a lot.
Yeah, man. I still owe a lot, man. Kev, go ahead and give out your handles, man. Go ahead and say your closing remarks.
KO the Fresh Maker on Instagram. That's the only thing I really have. Check me out at Darling Aviary. I'm there throughout the week, so pop up on me. The morning after is something that's coming fast, so please come and help us bring something new to Sacramento.
Absolutely. Nick, what you got for the guys?
Let's
your
see
handles?
tags. We got NoFilterNick Podcast. We got Morning After 916 for the restaurant. We got Golden Hour 916 for a hospitality company. We've got Nick Cordano at Nick Cordano for my personal. We got Duke of Sacramento for my personal when I was a dirtbag. And then we got No.Filter Nick.
Shout out to the dirtbags.
Hey, if your name's Joe Dirt.
Tags,
But I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Let's drink the rest of tequila.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Fire.
Later.